you talking about?
Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
You have open settled, man, to go 9 next turn.
I'm just too good at this game.
There's no way I 7 out here.
Welcome to Catan Analytics.
That's unbelievable that I get to go to Ultimate.
This is gonna be tough, folks.
DandyDrew here, and we are back.
Oh! He won!
I'm gonna do a development card.
What you gonna develop? Balls?
Here comes the plow!
Okay.
When in doubt, send
From the beginning.
So close!
All right, we have an all-American matchup here in Major League Catan. This is the first street. Major League Catan. I'm Vamos Cosmos 719. I'm joined by my co-host, Major League Catan Premier League, Donnie. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you guys? Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you here. He's also my podcasting partner of Nope. On Twitch. Don't know me. I'm an online Catan player. I've won numerous rounds of Catan champs. I'm US Qualifiers. Donnie also. Bring yourself to the audience.
Yeah. So I've basically been playing Catan for like 4+ years now. And yeah, I've been to US Nationals as well, and recently won a King of Catan Premier League season. So yeah.
Okay, sounds. Bio check. Sorry about that, guys. Let's do that real quick. Test. It's kind of bad to do all checks while you're there, but I think we're good now. Guys. Us. Okay. All right. So, but anyways, real quick, Donnie, let's talk about the matchup here quick. We got an all-American matchup here. We got Bigredswimmer, time US Semifinalist. Got the current US champion, DandyDrew. Also got 2 national qualifiers in CarterSauce and Jdawg. Talk about this matchup real quick.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very exciting matchup. I think majority of these players have some connection to Florida. So like I feel like everyone has kind of met each other, or maybe like they've met 2 out of 3 other players here. So yeah, it's a pretty tight-knit group. So the table dynamics for that is definitely interesting. And as you could see from the top, DandyDrew is the only one going into this match with a win, right? I think the other players likely, I'm not sure if they've played their first game or not yet. That I believe that's why Carter and Jdawg are in 14th, because I don't think
they have not played the game yet. Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be their opening match while DandyDrew is coming in here with a win.
Yeah, so DandyDrew, he played the opening matchup too. A very exciting match, considered one of the best games of Catan that people watch. So it was.
Yeah,
it's on his YouTube
channel. It was
channel.
A very exciting 10-9-9-9 game.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
very exciting, I would say. But yeah, he's the only one coming in with a win, but it's very early on the season, so still a chance for players to get on the board here. So very early on to it. I think they're all set up here. Let's tell the table that they can get going.
Sounds good.
All right, here too. But yes. But yeah. So there's gonna be a very exciting matchup here too. So like I said, like a lot of these players kind of have like history, especially with Drew and Bigredswimmer. Obviously, both like very experienced in the US Catan national scene.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of experience amongst these players. I think so. I think there's gonna be a lot of like coordination in terms of this game here.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's probably gonna be a long one. Knowing how these players usually coordinate.
Over under 2 hours?
Probably. I'll still go with under. I want to be hopeful here,
Gotcha.
Since like I don't want to be here for 3 hours. I love you guys,
we'll see, but I think we'll see a great game here, and the table has started here, so let's bring you to the table here. All right, so let's see here. We have Bigredswimmer, who's white, he's first. Drew is second, he's red. Jdawg is black, he's third, and Carter is orange, who is fourth here too. So a random board here that looks like.
Yep. Random.
Rant Random board. Um. But yeah, like I said, let's see here with what I call law here. Bigredswimmer, sorry. Interesting spot here because like there's
Oh man, I don't like this board for first. Like a lot of
no.
people are like base random is so good for first. This is not it. This is not it.
I mean, what? So like, it's like weird because like, what are you gonna get back here as first? Like you have the wood push strat, but what are you gonna get coming back here? Yeah, I don't like this board.
I don't like this board for Andrew.
I
gonna
will
be
say
a
though,
bit tough.
295 is interesting because then he gets. Oh well, I feel like. Would you want to get in the 9 wheat though? Because that's the rare wheat.
Yeah, I like that. That's the first thing that catches my eye, right? But in a way, if you're going 295, like, does the value of having the brick port actually help? But like, would you also do a 2x on your first? I probably wouldn't, right? Like, it's like the value of the brick port is actually pretty good because there is a 810 there somewhere in the middle that.
Yeah, so I think I think the major problem is you can't do 269s to be the only one there because still 95 is actually an excellent spot for somebody here. So
Yeah, like you can't go like 852 to 95. You can't go 295 to 85, right? Like you're either going 295 with a dead road or taking an. At that point, I might as well just take the 95 up front. I think
he
such
does
a
6911
weird
though. He goes for the plainful wheat though. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I think again, like he's trying to prioritize getting on the best wheat, as we both pointed out, and this was the other option. Like if you don't want to deal with the 95295 shenanigans, then
Yeah.
take the 6911. The only weakness with this is that the aura on this board really sucks. Like it's kind of in awkward areas and not that high, right? So
Okay, so let's see what DandyDrew here. Here, so now, like I said, it's still not great for second, but like I still think it's better than first here. So like I said, we have this, the 6-9. Give it. We have the
yeah, I mean, I think DandyDrew now might just take the 295, but
which is
yeah. And then you guys just work together to defend the wheat, right?
I think though this works out better for Drew though, because
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying that
Yeah.
like you'll get Andrew on your side because Andrew will likely play a Ori sheep kind of setup. So he'll help you defend the 9 wheat, making the 9 wheat worth it. Right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's the most because like I feel like you just have an inherent advantage being on the rare wheat. Granted,
Yeah.
though, and it kind of helps too. Like, I mean, A5 is a viable wood setup, but I think it just helps having that like access to quick wheat here. So let's see. Any other viable option here? Do you try to defend like 852? Maybe try to be risky going 9-5? Would you try to do that, or would you try to do something else here, Donnie?
I think for me it'll either be 295 or 95 brickport.
Okay, so let's see here, but he's going down to a minute here too. So Drew's the first only one with a win here.
I would say Andrew plays his
Oh,
setup pretty quick.
483.
Oh, 483. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I mean, I kind of see it, right? He's probably looking at somewhere around the wood port on the way back. Like getting A5 itself is already pretty good.
I feel like it's like third or fourth you would try to defend that though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, right? Like, yeah, he's definitely taking a little bit of a risk there, but yeah, that's interesting.
Now Jdawg's up here. So now what are you thinking here for Jdawg?
I'm still looking at the 29595. I don't know.
We're both still looking at that too, but now like
I mean, look, if all the players manage avoiding it and it comes back on a second rotation, then you know that'll be pretty good for fourth.
Yeah. Okay, let's listen to VC here. They're discussing about spots here.
I think you're just saying that, Carter, because you wanted that 8, 9, 10.
Oh, Vamos, chat is saying that they can't hear the VC.
Now they can. Whoops. Sorry about
Okay.
that. But now,
Or
but
that's just Jdawg's way of saying, well, I don't want.
but now they do. The Jdawg does the 8-10-4, and he tries to lock off the middle of the board here.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot open for third and fourth,
think I'll
right?
have-
So it's not a bad.
It puts Carter.
I got options.
Does he
Well, I
go
don't care
directly
really
on the
about
wood
those
port
options
here,
either.
or does he do
There's still
something
1,
else
2,
here?
3, 4 more places before I go.
I don't know. I probably wouldn't go directly on a wood port though. I think Carter could probably
pick
play
too.
something like 2, 5, 9, 6, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Be pretty happy.
Yeah, I think it works
I
out.
think-
I don't know. I don't think he needs to worry too much about that. I don't. Yeah, see, I don't hate these setups. Like they all have like pretty good idea. But yeah, I mean, yes, fourth can defend against a lot of stuff, but I don't think Carter should tank his game to worry about
points.
that.
Yeah. So we'll
I really
see.
wanted to play something with the 8.
We'll see here,
Thought that'd be so fun.
but he has a lot of production options, but like the production doesn't really match up with like the resource that he needs, because like the high production spots are just brick, sheep, and what it's really just wood and sheep that he has playing for a while, but he needs to build to a port to really use it. Probably 3-1, right?
Like I'm still getting on.
Yeah. I think you go for the 3-1. I mean, unfortunately, you have to race DandyDrew if you go 6, 9, 10 for the 3-1. But
Yeah. So that is an interesting.
yeah.
That is an interesting proposition, because really,
Yeah.
the only 3-1 port available is a race to the left here.
But I think you'll get the table more on your side,
Yeah.
because DandyDrew gets the 4-9, you just pick up the 9. So like
Yeah.
it kind of screws up the spot for DandyDrew more than for Carter. So I think as Carter, I might just risk it and do that.
I think so too.
we'll see.
And you
Yeah.
get the brick though, I think,
Don't you
but
tell him to go to the sheep port.
we'll see. Us here too. Carter's going down the first minute, 30 minutes here. Let's hear what he's thinking about position.
There needs to be a bonus for that accomplishment.
You know what? Fuck it. I kind of want to do something weird.
Yeah, do something weird.
All right, let's
And
see
go
what
all
weird
in
stuff
with port.
Carter would do.
But you got 6 seconds left. There you go.
Yeah. He's the wood guy
Wow.
doing wood things. I was really close to taking it.
Yeah.
So he goes for Woodport. Now is he gonna try to
What do you
play
take with it,
a
though? I guess
wheatless
that's the
scoreless
question.
setup? Huh.
6, 9, 10.
I think. Do this.
Oh,
this is interesting.
6, 10, 12 to the 5, 12.
I-
Okay.
This could work out. It's a
It
weird
could
board,
work out.
but I think this could work out for Carter here if he gets
It
enough
could.
5.
It could.
Because this coordinated 5, it's a weird coordinated. We talk about coordinated numbers being distant. If
Well,
the
I know what I'm doing. I just don't know.
side, but with Woodport, this could actually could be a pretty good coordinated 5 if he could get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely banking on getting there quick, because he just sacrificed like 3 pips of production by not going for the 9 and going for the 12, right? That's pretty significant in the grand scheme of things, right? So if he doesn't make it to the 5-12, or like if someone places on like 5-12 or 5-3, then yeah, that would definitely blow. But chances are not likely for that, given where the other 3 players pick. So I think that he should be good.
And the thing is though, like it still doesn't really, because like Jdawg
Yeah.
Jdawg
I
here
felt like if I went for,
probably
like,
be
the
sheepless
9,
here.
5, 2, 6,
295
9, 10,
can't.
you just
Yeah,
be
295. I'm
forward,
guessing
like,
right here. Like you can't leave that
Yeah.
for Drew, right?
doing nothing.
Yeah, no, you can't leave that for
Just,
Drew.
like,
I think.
setting
I think you
down.
go for it. Drew, thankfully,
if
actually
you-
still
if
has
someone
really
went
good spots
9-5-2,
regardless,
like,
right?
so
But I
think someone
I
else
would say
knows
probably
something.
not leave him with like most of the wheat on the
Yeah,
board,
for
like
sure. I
both
just
the
don't think
9
there's
and the
any
3,
expansion for
and like
9-5-2.
all the resources,
I mean,
right?
there's no versus 8-5 either.
So
I
yeah,
think at
kind
least
of
you could
trapping
For what it's worth,
Jdawg onto the 295. But I think it's fine because look at how much sheep there's on the
Yeah.
board. Like someone's gonna go on the 9-4, and then probably someone go
like this is
for the
also
6-9 later.
I don't
Andrew's gonna have a lot of sheep. Like
I think
you'll be fine.
I think Drew's gonna get 9-4. But
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't leave 295 here. That's probably the
Yeah.
most sensible thing to do.
Vamos, it would be really funny if both of us look at the board and we're considering 295 for first, and it doesn't even get taken at any of the 8+. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
But it did get taken 6.
It did get taken. It got taken at 6, which is still pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
But at least it wasn't like an
These
open
plays
spot.
always surprise us there. So, but I do think though, like this.
Well, you guys you locked me on a brick.
So this is gonna be interesting. What this players are going.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
So I mean, Andrew, I don't really like any of the options he has coming back. I think he needs to work with the table to maybe pick up that brick port and screw Jdawg over.
I mean, I think
I don't know. Yeah, man. First is just not.
Yeah,
good.
let's hear discussion there.
I'm just trying to think how this game plays out.
Let's hear.
Because what I don't want to do necessarily is like I can take 11-4-2 and I think at 4-2 to 5-3. But then Dog
just go 8-10-11. What?
he goes all wood with sheep port, brick port, and I don't know. Nah, he goes 5-3 over the wood. I think.
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave 6-4 for Jay. So I think if you go 6-4-2, it's a relatively balanced game, and you're buying devs anyways. That's your thing.
Yeah. Well.
Hate is gonna hate. Oh, but is it even good production for me? I think. Fuck it.
Yeah. So it looks like Drew is trying to find something fancy.
All right. So
in the
now I
middle
go
of the
3,
board.
10, 11. Best resource combo ever.
If you do, I just say
No, please.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
All right, Ben. What do you think of that? 3-8.
I'm living on 8s, boy.
I'm actually wondering.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think I would have
5-3,
chosen the
but
same
not
spot.
on the 3-1 port.
And he has a very good road
Down
setup
to
in
6-4.
general, right? Once he gets on the 3,
So you
10,
deny
11, 9-4,
Yeah.
there's 8,
Either way,
10.
I'm
Like he
going
has
5-3.
3 easy
I'll do it
settles
for a whirl
all right in front
if
of
you wanna
him.
do that.
3-1 port.
Get you a starting
It's nice.
play there.
And go back to like the do
I
like
just don't know
this,
if that's the
do
best
the
move or
possible.
not.
Yeah,
It-
he has all the options in
I
the
think
world,
I do
right?
have to do something kind of
Yeah,
bold,
I-
it's basically like
and I think that's
Andrew
it.
has to play a little bit defensive here,
Because
but
well,
like,
here's the thing. I think.
but yeah, we'll
if
we'll see what he
so I'm
does
not
here.
gonna go to the brick port at all.
Yeah, I think
Right,
Drew's
and I
only
can make
weakness
0
is like
sense.
obviously not a lot of ore and
And
wheat,
I think
but
if
like
and I think
others
if
don't
Jdawg
really
gets
have a lot
brick
on this
port
board
and
anyways, and he's
6-4,
getting a 3-1 port.
he's pretty
He's gonna be
unstoppable.
mass
So I am
producing
gonna
sheep
go-
and wood like crazy, like
6-4 beforehand.
road guaranteed. Like I still like
I
his stuff
think
the
I'm gonna
best,
do that.
regardless
And then
what
you're
Andrew
gonna go to
takes.
the
Unless
5-12,
Andrew
and
takes the
you're gonna
3-11-10,
get it on
which
anyways,
is
it's gonna
suicide
cost
first
an
game.
extra road, which is fine.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You're doing what exactly again?
This.
Yeah. Ooh, that's 5-3 instead. Oh my god, that ruins
Oh,
Andrew's.
wow.
Him to 6-4.
Oh my god.
I think
So
to get it
yeah, that's very
is-
interesting, right?
Okay.
He's doing 5-3 down as well, which potentially means a race against Jdawg on the 6-4.
Yeah.
for
Instead
future
of going 6-4-2 up and trying to get onto the 6-3. I don't know about this from Andrew, honestly.
Wait, why
What's your
do you
thoughts?
But he's going to 6-4, so I think he's just trying to get more, more
future
settlements here.
wood, future wheat, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and he got a trade, right?
I
He-
all I'm gonna
he
do-
did
Yeah,
get-
he
like I
got a
said, all I'm
trade.
You
trying
got
to
to
do
trade from Drew to get the ore from the for the
Yeah.
wheat, for the wood here. So
Yeah, so I
Yeah, I
mean,
think
I think
so.
this is Drew wanting him to go 5-3
Yeah,
and
yeah.
basically take out a spot from Carter,
am gonna
take out a
settle
spot
on-
from Jdawg.
I think that's look at how much space Drew has. That's
Wow,
insane.
Drew. Yeah, Drew is a genius for this. Yeah, paying him a single wood to do
I
that.
think
I
that-
hope Andrew gets another wood out of this. He should be getting 2 woods.
Ooh,
here.
Jdawg
Like,
got robbed though. Oh my
I
god.
think that if Jdawg got
Wow.
both spots, it would be
So, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm not liking. Actually, Jdawg still has a shot because since Andrew's prioritizing the 6-4, that means Jdawg will get the 9. Brick port, and that's pretty good. I think Carter's the one that's the most screwed over. By
oh
this.
definitely, and
Yeah.
like he needs to build twice here too, and he got another wood. Only build one road
and
here.
I think Carter is making the right move. You gotta still gun for that 5-12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's got a bunch?
I do think though, like, does the efficiency?
Almost one of us can't hear each other. I don't think I could hear you.
Nicely done, dude.
Now I could hear you.
Yeah.
Test. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I guess if that blocks
Alright,
the stop.
back in. Yeah, so Andrew's got to get that 6-4 quick as well.
He is going.
I think I gotta track Jdawg's hand a little bit here. I'm getting nervous.
I got wood.
So I'm not sure if everyone's hearing this, Vamos, but to me you're very faint. Like you sound far away. You still sound pretty
me
far
out
away.
or this game.
I would
I can
like
do
if
wood
someone in
if
chat
you
could
want.
confirm. I'm not sure. But
I don't need that right now.
could just be me. If it's just me, then it's not a big deal.
I think Carter.
Anybody trading sheep?
Nope.
Andrew, would you trade a sheep? And obviously, I wouldn't go 6-4.
I have a sheet well here.
You sound a little
would
bit
you
better.
Do it.
Honestly, I think you'd like this, anyways.
Yeah, and
I
nice
don't need
nice
wood.
roads down for
Oh.
Carter already to the 5-12. That's
I do that.
good. Good for him.
No, I don't have that.
Carter, you're probably gonna be the best person to fight Army here. I think.
I could hear you now.
Yeah, potentially once I get the 5-2. Yeah, or 5-12.
Yeah, they were just saying that you're
You
very
say fight
quiet.
army. I haven't bought a dev yet. There's been no 9,
Okay.
no 11.
I agree. I'm just realizing the wood port how flexible.
What would
it
you
is.
give for insurance, Carter?
Yep,
Um,
I hear you.
I'd rather do
Okay, now
trade,
we're back.
'cause The thing is,
Now we're back.
I-
Okay.
I love
I
mics.
just discard the wood.
So yeah, so we
Yeah.
Yeah.
see. So
Sorry
Car-
for all the tech
Is
difficulties.
It's fine, right? So
Yeah.
Carter here, he's
Yeah,
which
maybe.
I
able to build here, and
cheap,
then
obviously, but
Drew's still
Yeah,
even with that crazy
Keep,
start, he hasn't
what
slowed
else
down
could you
here.
get for
So
2 wood.
Well,
Oh, you're
yeah,
getting
that's
2 wood?
that's what happens, right? I think this table is good enough to recognize how strong
No.
Drew's setup
I mean,
is,
I would
which is
do.
why the 8 brick was the first
Carter's
block.
trying to get.
So you're just taking the port, right, with the sheep?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do just sheep for wood if you're giving
To
me.
try to get the
insurance on top
port
of that.
here.
No, I'd rather do
Yeah.
wood for sheep. And can I get?
I'm
Is he
not
sitting-
sure
is
if
he
there
sitting on
there
one
is
block?
a really good
He
trade
might
for
be
this,
sitting on
but
road
hopefully he
settle.
gets
I only
something
have
from
one brick.
Carter that allows
Is
them
there
both
Can I
to
get a
get a
9 block
settle.
with
I
this?
think
No
there might
insurance.
be some like.
And yeah, and meanwhile maybe Carter could get
How long
under
is tough? You're on like all
so
against
that he doesn't
blocks.
have
Trying
to
out,
sit
he's
out.
down to 10
I can-
seconds here, and they get a trade here. No, they can't. So Carter's 7 now for Carter.
Oh, that's brutal.
That
You know,
is
I
brutal.
just talked about that. I'm sorry, Carter. I think I jinxed you.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
I got orb
I'm like, he should get
for
insurance
Carter.
here, and then
He-
he says it out.
he-
Yeah.
You blocked 3 bricks.
He
from the
did
end
j-
of the 9's fair here, Carter.
But can Carter get the
Yeah.
settle here?
By the way, I
If he wants
personally
to, though.
got to root for Jdawg because
I'll
he's on my
trade it to you.
fantasy.
Oh, you got some little bias here, Donnie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could use wood. Even.
So that's why I was hoping that trade would happen.
I just need to get
Yeah.
settle. If
Yeah.
I don't think if I lose that 6-4, the game is completely over for me. So
Completely over.
Andrew's
Yeah.
trying to wondering about
Throw each
4-7
Would
here,
you
and
do non-steel?
Carter
You already robbed me once,
Sure.
Carter.
sure, yeah, I'll do not. I'll not
here. And
Okay,
who's
if
your
Andrew-
Rob
Yeah,
here?
you
He
got
steals
an
from
ore, you have to
Jdawg
just hang him
here.
another ore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opie gets a settle. Big settle for Carter here. He's on the board. We fought the guy who got the most screwed. He gets the first settle. That is huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how these
Carter.
games go, right? People recognize
Carter
who has a harder time and kind of
What?
like
No.
balances itself out. I even with the
That
first
is-
setup, I still don't
that
think
was
he
the
has the
deal.
best setup. I still think it's Drew.
It's
but
still Drew in my opinion,
Yeah.
but this is
Yeah.
kind of helping Drew out.
it at
kind of-
least gives it at least
Isn't it
gives
just the
Carter
wood?
a singular role that he's winning on,
Yeah.
which is a
What'd you
5.
say?
Yeah. Before, I don't think he had any roles where he was
Do
Was
winning.
it not the 8 wood?
Well, the 12, but
He goes a wood. He moves it just as 1 second left. Drew gets stolen though here.
Well, I
Still
don't
the
think
threat
so.
here, and
Yeah,
ooh, what
I
a 5 for
think so,
what
yeah.
a 5 for Carter though.
I think
That's a good
that's
5.
one of those deals, man.
All right.
Oh wait, I'm hearing
So this game is
feedback.
this game is
Game,
going
game
pretty
is
fast.
game is going
Same
relatively
thing,
quick.
Mr.
Yeah,
White
I think
Claw,
I think we're about to
not,
see
not going 6-4. I'm settling
some more
Brick War
action.
with this.
you
So
know?
let's see. I think
Do you have
So-
brick? Because I only have one
Different.
sheep.
I only have 1 brick.
My phone dropped.
I mean, I could trade you my next brick for a sheep. I feel like I'm guaranteed.
It's a good thing I got a
6-4.
phone
It's
case.
yeah, it's probably a good thing
pretty good for me.
here. But right now they're trying to discuss here about that critical 6-4 spot here.
Yeah.
Trade me next brick.
Okay,
for
let's listen in.
Sheep or an ore?
sheep or an R. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We'll do it.
Good thing I got a phone.
But right now they're trying to discuss here about that critical 6-4 spot.
Yeah, hearing it again.
Vamos.
Oh, it's Vamos. Asio nerd.
Wait, no, he's. Oh, no, it is. It is.
Andrew, I can't do anything this turn. Do you want
Anybody
insurance?
kick him if he's
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth
no,
it.
I'll
I
be
think it's
very
worth it for
sad
both
if a
parties.
7-year-old
You know, Jdawg now has the best weed on the
You can't give
board,
any card here.
so. And he has a brick
And
port
brick
for
is
his
huge.
heavy brick production. Yeah, he actually has
No.
best brick, best weed, and almost best ore, right? Tied with
does anyone want to use
others,
wood
but
before I pass?
yeah. So
Ooh,
three out of
that's
the
nice.
5 resources he's doing well on.
Okay.
So I'm happy for Jdawg on that. And then Andrew getting on the 4 gives him the best ore. So
Brick.
best ore we sheep setup in general, actually.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say though
Or
that
brick.
Orwe Sheep is not as easy as he thinks, because I could definitely see Carter
First.
making a run for that as
This
well.
might be port service, right? It is. Yeah, it's port service
okay.
for
Sorry, you're
Port
doing
service for
or
Andrew.
a brick.
yes.
Yeah,
This is a city. This is
Good
fucking
stuff.
city, yeah.
good
Nice.
stuff.
It
I
is
don't
port
really-
service here, and I think
Or
that
brick, yeah.
this just a rare. It's a rare wheat for Carter.
Importing your
Oh no,
stuff.
rare.
Yeah. So I'd give
Or-
you two wood and an ore.
So Carter is getting an ore out of this, right?
I think that's what.
I
That's
think
what.
Carter is
Right.
very
Does that
close to
make
the
three wood
city.
Just because I
He's,
Well,
Oh, I have
fives
to
have
go
kept
with-
rolling. So.
right now.
yeah, he's very close to the city.
Okay.
I think he has the
And I
ore.
need
It's just
wood
the
and a
wheat. I
brick
don't think there's
back for an
many
ore.
12s yet, but
for
he
two
does
ore?
have a lot of wood.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see here, and he does.
So
Yeah,
we're
I think he's
importing
gonna
for
get a wood
correct?
back.
Yep. And then a wood and a brick for 2 ore.
So I'm
Yeah,
always
so
getting a
he-
brick out of it too. So
yeah, so he ports. Yeah, so
he's
he ports
getting
that
ore.
for Andrew,
This is too.
and then.
would you have been able to do that instead of all this?
So how much ore is he getting out of this, by the way?
Well, he
Maybe.
got 2.
He got
He
2
port-
ore,
He's
2 ore.
close.
Okay.
He's at the
He also
port.
could've
He's
just gone
close, but
5-3, gotten
I think he's trying to get
6-4
close to city
after
here, which is huge for Carter here. But for Bigredswimmer here, I think he has to settle here, and he's
Yeah.
getting stuff back here.
Again, I think this was a very needed trade for both.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely good stuff here. But look at
And
that.
now you kind of see DandyDrew actually not doing as well, right? Kind
Yeah.
of falling behind a little bit. But I think this is part of his game plan, right? He doesn't like to really be the front runner, because then you lose that table dynamics part of the game, especially at such a high level table.
I do think though the problem like with pacing is like the 8s are probably gonna be perma blocked. Either the wood 8 or the brick 8 when we figure the rest of the game, because we had the two best stuff right now are on 2 of Drew's critical spots here, correct? Don't you think?
Well, I think as the game balances out, people would be likely to block the 9
Ooh,
or the 5
but
ore. So
let's-
I think Drew has ways to get dodged robbers going forward.
He does, but look at this. Bigredswimmer, first city on the board, actually. He's the one with the city here,
huge.
too. Nine just keeps rolling, I think.
Yeah. The only issue with Andrew's city is that it doesn't actually improve his ratios.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a port. So, you know, he just has to work hard on hand management with that city.
So you talk about, hand management for Andrew. Without a port, it is a little difficult. Yes, I agree with that.
You need wheat, Carter?
So, and let's see what...
And at the same time, you still got to work towards that
this city
6-4,
for city?
right?
I'd give insurance with it,
Because
or no,
we all know Jdawg's also looking at that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
So let's see here. There's a trade here by Jdawg. He has tons of wheat, so he's trying to get some ore here from the players here.
I could do an ore for wheat straight up, but otherwise.
Yeah, so I think...
Do anything for me?
I think that's the problem. He has a lot of cards and a pretty good city spot in 10-8-4 here. I think the players are trying to be careful here.
I don't have any sheep, and I don't have any.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he'll be traded the spot. It's just that there'll be an active race for the spot. And Andrew's, you know, obviously likely to miss wood and brick, while he's likely to miss sheep, right? So it's a pretty tight race, I would say.
I'll give you insurance.
So that's why I was under the impression that Andrew was trying to trade to secure that spot, not to city.
This is a ton. This
is better than mine.
This is tons of stuff here.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get a city.
And Jdawg's trying to hustle here. He's trying to get all the resources here to get a city here. Can he get it?
You have a third ore, right?
Oh, he's trying to get as much ore as possible.
And the ore for free.
On
your turn.
He got it from Carter.
He got it from Carter. Okay. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
The problem is though, I think half the game has been 9s.
Yeah. I think now the 9 is a very obvious block for the table.
Yeah.
I mean, for DandyDrew and Carter.
But look at this. Look at the coronation between Jdawg and Carter. Look at them. Deos, I think Carter's getting a city right here. Yes, he is. Look at that. And look at that. Instant dividends for Carter. 5s.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, I've just not been doing well in predicting this game. DandyDrew's now in a bit of a pickle, actually. Even with all that spot, he just doesn't have the production.
Well, production, just not the rolls too. So
yeah.
So I mean, now I think like I said, now Jdawg, great setup here too, and Carter would also, I think, a good setup. I think Jdawg's setup is a lot better because of the production you could get from the 10-8. Correct?
Yeah. I would definitely root for, at this point, I think Jdawg has the highest chance of winning. Yeah.
Yes. I think he does, but it
is kind of crazy with as much sheep as
I don't.
on this
You say this could be a 3-man game. I still don't think you could count Drew out. He just needs to settle quick.
No, you're not. Yeah, I'm not counting Drew out. I don't think you can count Drew out. But it's more of it's just more of he needs it within the next probably
I just need to get myself
2 orbits.
I think next orbit. I think next orbit he has to get it right.
I think even one more he still has a shot. But yeah, if any later he's kind of just getting dominated on all the numbers.
Yeah, he is. So
yeah.
But Jdawg, try and get trades here too. I think for both of them,
what do you even have though?
I think for both of them, it's kind of like who gets. I think whoever gets start getting to the dev card first and get control of that robber. I think that would be critical in this game here too, because I think the first one to get there. I think for both Jdawg and Carter is trying to see who could get there first. Correct?
No.
The dev deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now for all 3 of the other players other than DandyDrew, they're all looking at the dev deck, or they should be looking at the dev deck, because no devs have been bought, right? And at this point, it's just, Army is free 2 points, VPs are nice, monos are, everything's just nice in this dev deck, right? And Vamos, you built out this whole layout to talk about devs on the side. I hope it gets used, right? If no one buys devs,
we'll see. Yeah, exactly. So we've got a dev tracker here, so we'll see. We'll see if we could highlight some of the devs, but this could be a game where only 5 devs could be bought, and it still be critical. Where
Yeah, it could definitely be possible.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, if you get to choose between a city or a dev, I think most players would take city, or even city versus two devs. I think most players would still take city, just because like ore is kind of rare, right? Like you don't know when you're gonna get it again.
Well, you say that, but I think also too, like they already have their city.
I would also do
So,
2 cards, 1 to
but look at
Yeah.
this.
I got 2 seconds.
But like
if you'd prefer.
you know, another city for Andrew is pretty good. Another city for Carter is pretty good. Like I don't know. We'll see.
Geez, so
We'll
Carter,
see if anyone starts hitting that.
Carter
number.
survived the seven, and let's see here. Now he has 9 cards with a pretty good board here. So let's see what we can do here.
And Jay, if you do go over,
But so Jdawg passes, which is I think good for Carter. I keep repeating this. Like whoever, if Carter starts getting driving here, then I think he just gets really head. I don't know, but, well, I think it's really head in the game. Don't you think? Or
Honestly, though,
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just like whoever starts popping out those nights.
oh, he starts the city though. So forget what I said here. Carter starts the city, goes for production.
Well, yeah, I kind of predicted that, right?
You did.
Yeah, I think Carter is likely a city. Big Red is likely a city. I think the only one that's likely to pop instead of city is Jdawg, because his core city is the 8-10-4. He's done.
Yeah.
He's
So
done.
all right. So there's a lot of discussion going on. Let's listen in.
All right, wheat for sheep. I'll do that with you, Jdawg. And then I have a sheep for you, Drew. Is there something else you need, Jdawg, in order? Because I know you need the sheep, Drew. Do you have any extra wheat, Jdawg?
I do.
If you trade me a, I'm trying to figure out a way that I get a wheat, because I know Drew doesn't have a wheat to trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out what you need for a wheat. So Drew, what would you trade for a sheep?
Bro,
so that I
give
could...
you, the only way I get sheep here is I give away ore, so I need 2 sheep.
Do you want ore? Jdawg, do you want ore?
I'd rather you pop, not city, honestly. So
No. I'm trying to get 2 pops. Here's a pop.
2 pops.
I have a pop. So
Yeah.
I have a pop. And I'm willing to farm out cards here. Like he has 2 cities now. I think I need another pop.
Yeah.
I'm also not buying devs yet, so.
Well, I mean, you can fight army.
Andrew's
You can
trying
fight
to get
road.
2 pops.
Drew,
I'm going for army here.
Look, if I'm going to give up my only ore here when I'm at 2 points,
do you have something other? Do you have anything other than ore? Because maybe Jdawg doesn't want ore.
I can
No,
maybe
I'm
give
really
away
just
wood
looking
or
for-
something, but
I don't see much value in it.
my game's dead with the 8 being blocked. Essentially,
Okay.
right? So I mean,
So if I give you 2 sheep for an ore, Jdawg, would you do an ore for a wheat? Or
I
do
think
you
I'm
not
fine
want to
with
do
just
that?
give it. No, I think you're good to pass.
Okay.
I think 1 dev is fine. I don't know if I want to give you 2 right.
well, it depends if he has a matter.
I'm also trying to get Drew back in the game, and the only way I'm gonna just give away sheep is if I get something out of it.
But you can see what rolls on his turn now, right?
Yeah, we
Ore's
can.
not-
Yeah,
Ore's not
let's
bad
just
for
do
you,
that. Yeah, but I mean, Drew, if you just want sheep to guarantee it, I'm only giving you 1. So it's up to you.
Okay.
I don't feel bad for you, so it's up to you.
No, I understand.
If you
I
want
understand.
it, yeah.
I understand.
So I would do
But
1.
I think if you want me to fight road so that Carter doesn't sneak it,
Yeah. No, there's zero possibility of you getting a second card unless I get a dev.
let's just pass then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now get your sheep. Well, I'll get. You know what? You need to block Carter, and I'll trade you a sheep for a non-block here.
Where do I block him then?
I don't know.
I think the other players also have raised here. I think that's a smart decision
I think so, Andrew.
by the table here.
I'll just hit Carter here.
Sorry, I think I missed that. What was
Yes.
the smart position?
So I think that whole decision, like during a Bigredswimmer's turn, is about like giving him a second dev here. I think for the table, they don't want that to happen, right?
No, that's actually not.
No, yeah, I don't think they want that to happen.
And let's see, Drew's on the board here. Finally, he gets that settled here.
Well, yeah, Drew got the much needed settle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, but this might not be good for Drew because now I think the 8 or might
You think it lands
be
back
8.
on the 8?
Yeah, it's back in the 8 because it's
Yeah. But it's mostly to counter Carter now, which is unfortunate for Drew.
yes.
I think Drew will need to make his way out to the 3-11-10 and diversify his wood. basically.
Well, yeah, I think for him, like, do you think this might be just
I don't have a 3 to
like
1.
trying to get as many points now? Because like this game's gone too out of hand for Drew here.
Yeah, but like where you
I wouldn't say so actually. I think he still has a shot. Mostly just because he still has the road win con pretty locked down, even regardless, right? I don't think anyone's getting a good shot at that other than Drew, especially if they're all going devs.
He will get fed here too, but I think here like I feel like he needs to get like at least one VP, so he needs to dive into the deck. But I think for now, probably got prioritize like building.
Hey, if there's anyone that's good at grabbing VPs, it's Dandy.
It is DandyDrew, yes.
Yeah, it is DandyDrew.
So
will he be the U.S. Nationals champion that he is and pull another like 3 to 5 VPs this game?
As you say that though, Jdawg gets his 5th point with another Stella here too. So that's a critical spot because that takes away a spot from Carter here too.
Yeah, I mean Jdawg is just clearly the strongest in terms of like production and flexibility right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he will take the most hits, right? And as people start buying devs, yeah, like it could be a situation where, you know, he gets the Switch treatment. You know.
But look at that. Here's the 8s now freed up for Drew.
Not sure if everyone got that reference.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but well, yes, we kind of got stuck at 9 for 10 turns. That's the reference you're referring to here. But
yeah,
but there's an 8 here.
I mean, what do you need to pop?
I need a wheat.
But there's an 8 though. That's freed up here, so I mean, that's good for Drew.
Yeah, I mean, he needs a lot more.
So, and the first night played by Bigredswimmer here, so he gets the pacing here. So and buys another dev. That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up a 2-for-1 for Jdawg, so that's not great. But here too. So, but
Yeah.
Drew has Robert control.
But I think, you know, getting devs here for Andrew is really nice. Compared to Jdawg and Carter, he does have worse off like city and settle spots to go to, so it does naturally make sense that he favors the dev deck more than the other two.
So this is an interesting block here. The 5 or gets blocked here. What about CarterSauce more than Jdawg's? They're both equally dangerous here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Drew really had a, you know, it's hard. Yeah, you wanna block everyone really. You're clearly behind not buying devs yet because you gotta unlock your setup, and I don't hate the 5 block. It's, you know, it's decent. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a 9. Was that what you were thinking?
I mean, it's. I think that what I'm trying to reference to is like both. I think like right now it's like I think Jdawg and that's a good 4 for players. Jdawg and Carter both have the great setups. But there's not really great block. Only 10 brick, which sounds pretty weak. But it's kind of It's just like the big, the high quality spots like the 5 or the 9 wheat. They're not shared. They're only shared with the dev guy here, Bigredswimmer. But see here. All right, a 4 rolled. So some ore on the board here, especially for Drew. he needs ore to.
What do you need?
Sorry, not.
Wait, Drew did not get ore.
Oh no, sorry, I thought Drew was on it. But there's a lot of ore on the board here. Harder trying.
There's a lot of ore for almost everyone but Drew.
Yeah, exactly. I think he only has 1, so.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, I mean, blocking Andrew is not that true, right? Because like if he does have knights, then he moves it. If he doesn't, then you know he doesn't. So I don't really hate the 5 or block.
Yeah, it's just.
But yeah, I think in chat actually, Flying Chinaman or Tony made a really good point that at this point the 8 rolling actually is really beneficial for Carter and Jdawg as well, right? So DandyDrew actually does not win out on an 8 roll.
No, he doesn't.
He
needs it, but it just helps. Yeah. It's helping his opponent get a free card here. So
yeah. He does need it. But they do get free cards. Yeah.
And now
Andrew's the only one that loses off it.
Yeah, Bigredswimmer. He has Robert control on the 5. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Makes absolute total sense here.
You got the brick.
And ooh, robber control. I don't think he wants to move that robber. There.
Yeah, I think he likes it where it is, but now he's forced to. I think you
10,
just flip it to
yeah.
the 10 brick.
That's-
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Got another brick.
yeah. That's
yeah. I think you just keep flipping that.
Good robs for him.
he's ahead by 2, but look at those 5. That's big for Carter, and look at those 9s. The
I mean,
2
as-
big rolls are rolling
As
for.
we called it, Vamos, the 9 wheat is going to play a pivotal point in this game, and the wood and brick
Yeah.
parts are going to play a pivotal role in this game. And
That's
it's
why it was
happening.
first pick,
Yeah.
even though 295 was 6.
You know what? Now I want Jdawg to win even more, so that I could say first pick was 295.
You just have such a bias on this game time.
I'm looking for brick.
I know.
But yeah,
I don't think you have.
like I said, but yeah, but yeah, like I said, huge rolls. Jdawg with 11 cards here. What can they do? I mean, first thought here is dive into the dev deck here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's your move. He doesn't really have any settle spots left. Technically, he does on the 6-9, but not worth it.
I mean, you're 10 for 11, but that just, I mean, granted, that's a real number.
That is a subtle spot, but
Yeah, it's not
I
gonna get
wouldn't like if you take that. I think you take every single hit from Drew.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
so not a good like EV move.
Yeah.
If he wants to get a subtle spot, it has to be the 6-9. But I think at this point
Yeah,
he's better off just having.
I think for both even Carter or Jdawg, I think their path to 10 is really like get some VPs and maybe try to sneak road here, or try to get as many like cities and get 2
Yeah,
VPs.
both of them could go for the 6-9, and then I guess Carter could go back to the 8-10. Again, getting an 8-10 though, you'll probably get some attention from Drew. So I don't know. I think it's just dev deck for both of them as well.
Jdawg
And
does go dev deck.
unfortunately, they both produce a lot of wood and brick that they'll have to port away or trade away. So that's going to be interesting.
I don't think
Jdawg buys 1 dead here.
Here's the thing.
If he can find, does he have the resources to get by another one? Critical.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think he's trying to find one more here.
that's what I was thinking.
Oop, but he's building to 6-9 like we talked about. Ooh,
He
another
decided
5
to
for
spend more.
Carter.
But I think Vamos, I don't think it was like a point of decision that he really wanted to do. I think it's more of like his hand was just stuck with a lot of wood brick, and he didn't really have like he would likely hold on 8. I think if he didn't do that.
Yeah.
But Carter buys 2 devs. Oh,
Yeah. Carter has a better hand than Jdawg there.
he did, and he gets 2 devs here. But
Yeah.
I think for like the 4th time this game, Bigredswimmer gets a robber here.
still think it's a 5.
Yeah, he's been doing really well in robber control, whether it's through his own knights or the 7. He's just been owning it.
Yeah, I think let's go
Which is huge. It's huge.
I think, but with Bigredswimmer here too, is like now we get the problem of these 2 going to the dev deck here and threatening army here. So that's a bigger problem.
I guess the question is, do you think Bigredswimmer has enough momentum to keep army going forward, or you think there might be like a pretty contentious raise, maybe a swap?
Well, this trade over here might help him out. So he's trying to offload his sheep for some.
Yeah,
Drew's
so he's trying to work with DandyDrew to
So and what is this?
try to solidify army.
Yes.
I presume. I don't know.
Yeah, let's listen in. And they.
Was this some dirty mono? You have another.
I don't have a dev.
Yeah.
Jdawg, you don't need ore, do you?
I mean, I don't. All I have is wood.
I thought you had wheat left. No.
You don't want to spill, do you, Andrew?
I have a choice. I have settle or dev. That's what I'm. So
Okay.
I think.
Carter's
Settle's
got.
always there, right? You're
Yeah,
never going to lose.
I would agree. That's what I was just about to say. I think maybe a dub is better here.
I hate it.
Okay. Does anyone?
said
I
you
have,
needed wheat.
Yeah, I have a 3 for 1 here.
Your
otherwise
VP or not really useful dev there for Bigredswimmer there.
Yeah, too.
I mean, what would be your decision
Yeah.
there? Dev or settle?
Like a wheat plus any.
No.
Man, that is very tough.
No.
Andrew, I'd rather do this with you over.
I don't know. I think I would try my best to
No,
dev.
I'm good. I actually think you should just port it. I don't need it, and I don't think you should.
I
trade it
have
for
to. I
him.
have to get cards here. I mean, you've got.
It's
two
another
extra
dev
additional
here.
sheet-
That's
wheat.
kind of interesting thing, and
I
this
just-
becomes like a
you just do
perma
this,
block.
and then maybe I
He
can
needs
beat
it to dev though.
Yeah.
But
Like you
Yeah,
got-
I mean, I would
Like,
prioritize
like,
the dev a little bit
Alright,
more at this
alright,
stage.
and-
I think you want to
And, yeah,
hold
I'll do
army
it one,
first,
one non
and then worry
I
about
know
getting
you
that
get
settle.
I think
But
you're
yeah,
behind. I think you're behind.
you know, it's
right, but
I mean, he gets
who gets
Army for
gets
6 with the sheep
that's
port.
a
How is
that's
he
a
behind?
critical city for
And your
Drew.
road
Yeah.
settle potentially. For
Critical.
yeah,
critical
I think Drew has found a way to get himself
think-
back
I
into
think
the
it
game.
Does and
which
look
is
at that,
good.
a 4 roll through. That's a 3-to-1
Yeah.
port.
It's
That's
a free card. Free
card,
card.
yes. I
Yeah,
think
for
he's
sure, yeah.
clawed his way somewhat back in this game here. But
Yeah.
Jdawg
Jdawg,
with
yeah.
10 cards
Yeah.
is dev.
I mean,
he's
I have been blocking Jdawg. I've been stealing from
Dev
you, Carter. Just
yet
because
doesn't play the
of
knight
cards
here,
that
which you don't really need
I
to.
haven't
The
blocked.
5's not
I
really
just had wood and
correct.
sheep in my hand.
Yeah, I don't think you need to play the knight
Which one is
here.
sheep here, Drew?
The thing is for Jdawg, if he has a non-knight,
Yeah.
right? Like let's say he
I
has a
have
VP
yacht,
right now,
I just don't know.
then
how to play it.
DandyDrew is on a timer for road.
What would
you
you
do
help
2
him
cards here?
dev?
So
That's
that's
what
going to be very
Well, if he
interesting
has
to
a yacht,
see.
that changes it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
But
think
he's
I think though, like
city and-
if you get the 6-9 there,
What
it
city
becomes like
295,
pretty
it's
flexible
just
how you could win. You
junk
could
in my
try to
hand.
time road.
Hey, it's tradable
I mean,
resources.
you know when if you go on
I'd much
6-9,
rather
they're gonna feed Drew, no matter
Go
what.
To 6-9.
There.
Right, yeah. So I think like
At this
what
point,
would you do? Like if you had a VP, would you
Yeah.
try to like pop and hope
you are
for
definitely
some
gonna
good
be-
stuff? Because yeah, I do
I
agree with
don't
you that like
disagree.
once you commit yourself
using a
to the
yacht here?
6-9,
Yep.
then
Okay.
you lose
And
the
you
ability to get a quick win
cheaper.
with
Yeah, but I
road.
think
But
there's-
it's,
adding
Yep.
anything
But I
on.
think there's a bit critical moment here where I think
Mm,
Jdawg's
one
going to
person.
reveal his dev
I
here.
would do it for.
Said he has a
win-win
yap
non-block.
here.
I
Okay.
give you a non-block.
Yeah, just
impossible.
1-to-1.
and I believe Jdawg. I think
Drew, can you match it?
that
That's
he's a player that
that's a dev for
Carter's-
Carter.
would tell you
Maybe
his
at 7
devs
here,
for
like,
for a
I
fact.
would
So
say-
I have knights here.
with a Yop,
Yeah,
that's
he's
very
got 2
interesting.
cards. Can you
That's
match this
probably
with
not
it?
the
It's
card
just
he
way
was
better.
hoping for.
I mean, yeah, it's a little inefficient.
Yeah, a
Basically,
better card.
Non-block
he's spending
getting
free
hit
cards to
anyway.
get 2,
Yeah,
but
I will give you a
All right,
non-block,
Carter,
Carter.
just here. Just
but
here.
now he's trying to offer
I
a
mean,
bunch
why,
of
why squeeze us here, Carter? Like we're getting smashed, right?
right.
Yeah. He
I
yops
thought
for
we were
2
getting
bricks
smashed
and
by
gets a
Carter.
settle.
gets a
So he
settle, though.
decided
Doing well
to
as
go
well.
for the settle.
I'm just
But
saying,
he
like,
reveals that he
I'm
doesn't have a
not-
VP,
Sure,
so I
I
don't
mean, I
think
got
there's
6
a timer
points
on road
with-
yet.
With 1
No, it's
port.
not yet, but still, it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
critical
it's
spot
like
here with a.
first roll.
No,
With
he's
a-
got 2 brick sources.
Now
hit
he has
road.
guaranteed sheep production here, so
I-
this is pretty
You don't think
critical
it's-
here.
You don't think it's you don't
So-
think
Yeah,
it's
he has everything. He has
he
really
does have
good
everything.
sheep,
I'm
really
gonna
good,
flip it. I'm gonna flip
really
it.
good
There you
everything.
go. So
Really
you
good
put it on the
everything.
9,
Just
steal from him, and then
yeah,
I'll
just the
drop on
only
yourself,
thing
Carter.
is he's likely to not get either win
Yeah,
con.
yeah,
So
yes.
that's
Probably
the only
not.
thing that as
I'm not in the
Jdawg
head.
I'll be looking at.
you're
Like,
in
is there a
semis.
way to sneak
But you're his
into
dev
road?
competition
But
now. You
it's
said you
it's
had
gonna
2
be really
knights.
tough.
We can't even dev here.
He,
Yeah, but you're a road from 8, dude.
they're gonna fight him for definitely
Top
the
2
road
roads,
con,
that's out
but
of
like
question, no?
he's built a 10 here. White Claw, Bigredswimmer, sorry,
No, no,
he
no,
gets
just roll the
army
road.
here, so
I need to
he's got a
Yeah.
little.
But if
He
you're
has army,
taking road,
gets a
then
bump up
let's
to
get
6
the
here.
road
That's
conversation.
still pretty critical.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Don't have
saying.
road here.
I'm not taking
Yeah.
road.
I think
Always
Or
go
if
for
you
it.
can.
yeah, and Andrew with army is actually probably the best case
Yeah, but we can
scenario
always
for the
feed it to you
table.
if it
Yeah.
comes down to it.
I think
He has the
He doesn't
weakest.
roll.
He has the
He
weakest
only
of
put
the
it on
3
block.
setups that are
Then
not
I'll
going
trade
for
you.
road.
Then,
Yeah.
But then
So,
the only brick is
yeah.
the 10, and Carter would
Well,
trade it to you.
Please just
We
hit
say that,
five.
but
Too much on the block here. He has
Jdawg
to-
has the road league here too. But
I
here,
can't get army.
what's the block
Yeah.
here, Donnie?
I agree with
I
you.
can't get
yeah.
road. So
It's probably
Let me think.
for
Is it
Andrew.
the 8 or the 5?
Probably again either the 5 or 10.
They're discussing about it here.
he
It's
just
not.
7 out with the 5.
It is the 8 instead.
Can't compete on
Oh,
road if you're
wow.
killing the brick.
I
That
can trade you brick. You really need it.
Okay.
yeah, I think that's a play on more
My
Jdawg,
brick production is
which
matched
makes
by
kind of makes
Carter.
sense but
That's
does
what I'm saying.
hurt Drew a lot.
No, I think it's always the 5.
Yeah. The 2 just
Yep.
rolled, by the way.
Yeah,
Big
it's
2.
the 2 here, and look at that.
Is my hand.
Do you have 2 warrior, Drew?
It's just another city, and you're getting
I
rolled.
don't. I
So-
don't.
There's some interesting trade here. Nope. Yeah. Andrew has Bigredswimmer settle here, and let's see what he does. I look for a dev here.
Yeah, he's looking for a dev here. I guess he doesn't see Carter as that big of a threat anymore because he got Army, and you know Carter is also unlikely to get win con.
What a 6 here for Bigredswimmer. I mean, he's at 7 points. He's technically in the lead. And just got Sheepport, and 6 is rolled here. This is pretty critical.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew is on a point lead right now. I think it's still between him and Jdawg, with Jdawg having a bit of advantage at this point. But yeah,
I can give you 3.
I think Carter actually not really being able to build anywhere easily now, and not having Army is about as behind as Drew actually.
It's just that trade makes it.
Yeah, because of road. I actually. Yeah. You think Carter's actually might be in last year, which is crazy to think.
Okay.
Yeah, I would actually kind of say that, right? Because like Drew's gonna be fed road no matter what, so you gotta count him as +2 points. Carter's next point is not that easy, right? And like even a 5-12 city, what does that really do?
Yeah.
You still need to find points. You gotta go for the 8-10, which granted you have time for that because Drew now has to connect.
Yeah. Oh, Jdawg 7's out.
Oh.
Second person to 7 out in this game. That is pretty bad.
Yeah, that is a second 7 out.
Yeah, that is pretty bad here.
No.
Yeah.
I think that definitely helps out the table. I think Jdawg with a pretty good hand here would be pretty bad.
Now the interesting thing is I wonder where Jdawg would block.
Yeah, you are. You connect.
He doesn't have amazing blocks. I mean, the 5 ore would be the neutral here.
Yeah.
Or the 8 would if you wanna do the road sneak and hurt Drew's ability to get road quickly. But
I mean, do you think Bigredswimmer is now the big threat here? So do you think you have to block the 6 or?
5 or 6 here, John.
Yeah.
I think
What do you think?
Yeah, it could be. You could make an argument for the 6. I think that will be maybe a little bit harsh on Andrew, but
9. I don't want that.
like the nice block, quote unquote nice block, is the 5 ore, but I'm not sure how impactful it is anymore. And then the kind of like evil, like chaotic block would be the.
It is a 6.
Oh, he goes for the 6. He
it is a 6.
Blocking the lead.
Oh, look at that! Look at that 11 for Bigredswimmer here. But Jdawg pops a dev here, and Carter
So I can get pop or no?
still a little bit stuck here.
Zero.
But
I need the break.
looking at the game state right now, we obviously have
But I can't.
really Jdawg and Bigredswimmer race up to 10. Drew trying to race for road. It's weird how like different priorities people have, but it's still a pretty tight game here.
So that's a free card there for 2 breaks.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're popping, you don't need the break, right?
So,
but as we initially pointed out, though, Carter's setup after Andrew goes on the 5-3 does suffer from end game weaknesses.
Yeah, he has to build 2 road, which is a pretty good.
Yeah, and that in itself like kind of takes out an easy spot for him, right? So now like it's kind of like not that simple for Carter to get like another settlement down, which is really tough when you don't have like the best setup for Army.
Yeah, so there's a pretty important discussion right now with Carter. Let's listen in.
Insurance.
If you want to give me that other card and just let me just drop 2 roads, maybe that.
Give you it for what? Sorry. What are you wanting, Drew?
The 2 brick and a wood, which I know sounds expensive, but it gives me road and it gives you insurance.
The wood for what?
Well, if we do the trade back, and then you just add on a wood to it.
No.
Don't worry about it. Just do your thing.
I think he's just popping.
Yeah, just buying 1 dev.
Yeah.
I gotta get greedy. Holy shit. Forgot that roll existed.
Or buys another dev here.
You got the goods there, brother?
Yeah, I mean, Big Red's doing pretty well.
Buys a second dev here. Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah, I think the 7 out from Jdawg likely actually tilted the game in Andrew's favor.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, maybe Meanwhile, our guy DandyDrew is still struggling, trying to get a little bit of an edge from the table, but it's hard. It's hard.
I mean, you kind of need the edge when the numbers you want to roll are not, but the other players are getting their rolls. Like that 9 and 5 is rolling constant. I feel like this game, Donnie.
Yeah, the 9 and 5 has done wonders, especially the 9. I think
Drew connects though, so that's critical. We see it rolls. It rolls.
The 5 rolls again. Yeah, so Drew is basically just able to prevent the sneak from anyone right now. But like the thing is, he needed to do that because what if Andrew pulled a road builder, right?
Stinks that you go
and a VP,
him,
right?
Oh, Jdawg pulled a road builder. That's well, yeah, definitely a Bigredswimmer, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get double played in the MLC. That's embarrassing.
I think that's not a bad
But that just bad timing. But I would say here, but you're right. Bigredswimmer would be the big worry for a double play because
like if you have a knight, it does make sense to double rob.
like I said, he's closer to win. So, but Jdawg now they're diving to the dev deck here. It's getting into that game here where you're diving to.
Yeah, he has to. Jdawg has to.
Yes,
he needs some dev to win.
Everybody, I think, needs to find some DPs or monos in the dev deck here. Carter here, he gets a roll here.
Well, I would say Andrew doesn't. If he just keeps rolling 9s and 5s, you know.
Move it.
GG.
Move it.
I think we just got prey.
Do you have 2 knights?
They're thinking about move at night. Why? Just leave it there. Try to find some information. Unless he's really stuck here.
Move it to the 9, I guess.
Yeah, I probably would not move the knight here.
But he might not be incentivized if he's got like.
I want Andrew to keep playing knights.
You want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he does move it though.
He does move it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He robs from Bigredswimmer.
What are the odds?
Maybe there was like a deal there where like
What are the odds?
whatever card I get from him, I'll trade it back or something. I'm not really sure. Yeah, moving the knight there is a little bit interesting though. I mean, granted, Andrew will still move it off as 9 wheat.
Yeah,
but
you get. I think it is also like people saying like you pressure army.
Well, the thing is, if I can.
Yeah, you do give Bigredswimmer time, but if he plays a knight here, yeah, it's gonna be a long battle, which will help like Jdawg and Drew if that's the case.
I mean,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the problem with Carter and like fighting for army is that like even if he gets it, the game is likely gonna end.
2 does though. That's big.
Yeah, like he is going for it. Oh, Andrew apparently does not have a knight.
Doesn't move it.
Wow, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Carter's able to close it out.
Pressure, yeah.
Well, it's not.
Maybe I'm
the
wrong.
card. I'm not
we'll see.
close, but that would.
He's not close, but interesting developments here.
And maybe Andrew like in the communications gave some hints away that like he didn't have a knight, right? So then the table feels more comfortable to like move it around and block him, knowing that like he wouldn't move it. I don't know.
This is interesting. So he doesn't play. He might be just leaving the 6 on block. Ooh, it's a mono instead.
Well, he didn't get that much out of mono. 3
No,
weeks.
he didn't. Only one. I guess. I guess he's trying to protect, but I think he was just. I think he's just worried about not getting army here. So
actually, that pressure worked really well. You know, Yanko Georgiev in the chat. Hope I pronounced your name right. You got on the spot. That pressure helped out.
He might be trying to pressure here, but
yeah.
I did like a sheep.
I guess we were trying to say like somebody has devs. Like, what's the point in moving it?
Okay. All right, so wait.
But Jdawg now he uses the knight here.
I can move it, but I think the 6 is still better.
No, I think we need to.
I think Carter's sitting on 2 VPs, so if you guys.
Yeah, all of a sudden now Jdawg doesn't look as big of a threat.
Oh, he does. We keep talking about who's a big threat. It just seems like it's changing like every 10 minutes in this game here, Donnie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Your Y is 184. Cool. Awesome.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, the sucky thing about YouTube is that like sometimes I can't map the people to like their Discord names.
I mean,
so
11 and I can move it.
Yeah, So you have usernames on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm
Usernames
used to
on
using names
Twitch.
on Twitch.
But yeah.
Oh, you're moving it before the roll.
Yeah, people are crapping on Andrew's mono. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think he's just a little bit nervous about losing Army. I do think that Andrew losing Army loses the game. So
I mean, yeah, it's
2 cards in hand.
yeah, it might be interesting. Is this really this because you have 2 monos?
Does anybody?
you think he has another mono pack?
I mean,
up in him?
that's what people
Possibly.
are referring to. Yeah, it could be the case here where he has another mono, so he
I
could
answered my own question.
use
I don't
this
think anybody wants
to
wood.
basically
Yeah.
defend.
I can port it if we're given 2.
Right. I mean, could be possible. That would be
Sheep is all I have.
that would be pretty lucky of him to get 2 monos.
Yeah.
Given that there has not been that many devs pulled in general, right? So having 2
Ooh, but
monos
Jdawg, he builds a road here.
and in the order
So
where
that's-
you pull
so-
the 3 knights.
That's
first,
unfortunate though.
You just
I
draw
think that's why
2
the 11 week got blocked, so that can move over to the 6, which is actually pretty smart coordination by the players. Or the 11 rolls right after.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to play the probability here. So I still think it's the right.
It's still the
move,
right
but
play. It's unfortunate,
Yeah.
but
He's got 2 knights left.
If he has a knight here, it's not bad.
I think though now we reach a critical point.
I have
Because
3 sheep.
and Bigredswimmer hold on to Army,
Wood. I know.
I have
then
one
or
wood
CarterSauce gave it. Carter
that I
take
could
it
go.
and kind of flip the script.
And Drew has a wood too.
Yeah, this is a critical point in the game.
It's also interesting how both
from you,
Carter and White
Jdawg, and then he
Bigredswimmer are
gives me a
similar
wood
in
for
that
the
like
top.
they both need 2 roads.
I don't
Get to the
think
next
it's worth
element,
to
so,
give
like,
cards to Carter at this
It might be
Yeah.
just they both might be using a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
resources
I'm definitely
just to get points here when
But if he is a
like,
knight, then I need
players
one
like
more.
Jdawg and Drew can really get points a little bit
If he
easier
hit the
here.
11 and he hit the 6, he's
Well,
like-
I would say only Drew. I don't even think Jdawg gets points easier. Yeah, he gets to sell on the 6 wheat. I mean, sorry, 6 sheep, and then
Yeah, but
after
then he
that
doesn't
is
hit.
kind of
I
still
mean,
needing
six is
to
obviously
fish
a dev
for
no matter what.
points here and there.
Well, also
I mean, maybe he could city up, but
yeah, I think it's also too like for Carter too.
I
He,
just
he has
can't
only
get the
one
free
city
wood
up
this year,
available. Bigredswimmer has free city ups available.
He has winning rolls if I don't extend.
I do not have.
Yeah.
wood. You are 100%.
So yeah, all right. There's a lot of discussion going on. Let's listen in.
Saying that, but I don't actually have cards to do that. I need the 8 here, Andrew. I need the 8. So it's either the 5 or the 10.
I don't think you ever hit me here. Doesn't make any sense.
You're going for my Army, and sheep helps me port.
Andrew, I think it's Jdawg here.
I
I
think you
really
have
do.
to.
Are you gonna help me get a knight? Are
The
you
thing
gonna
is,
help me
like,
get
I
a knight?
ended last if
No,
you keep.
nobody's helping you get a knight.
If no one's helping me get a knight, then I got to steal from Carter. I got to think about my own game.
Yep.
Okay, but Carter already has a knight. That doesn't change.
Plus, like, if you don't hit me there, I don't move it potentially. So
Yeah.
Okay. I need to extend here.
all right.
This is so
And-
Sure.
Andrew,
I'll help you
kept
extend.
Army
What do you
there.
need?
Need a
So
break?
I don't have any.
no easy Army steal from Carter.
I have sheep. What would you give for 2 sheep?
No, that's
I also just have sheep. So
I just got to be that guy. Just got to be that guy, huh? 8's not gonna roll. I got to do it myself.
Yep.
And of
There it is.
Meanwhile, our
Oh,
YouTube Drew over
man.
here is unable to settle. He has to build another road instead. Okay.
So you need a wheat to dev Carter, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jdawg.
Yeah.
We have two players, like
Yeah.
players going for road. The other 2 players going for different win cons here. So it's 2 players going for
Yeah.
within their own battle.
Right. I do think that DandyDrew has to protect the road there.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know what these devs are out there, right? So
Yeah.
just in case there's a road builder, it's a move. It just really sucks to see because like I'm sure he wants to get that settled down.
I have to take it too.
But yeah.
Let's see here. Now Jdawg, he's off. Oh, he's trying to give up 2 cards here. He gets it from Carter here. The settle, that's a huge settle. 7 points. He's close.
I don't know why you take that. I don't know.
All right, 7 points for the dog.
Now Carter, yep, gotta apply pressure here.
I'm the hit. I don't.
Now we'll see what the sauce does. He's gonna apply pressure to Andrew on the devs.
Oh, I'm gonna move it, I guess. Yeah, and then.
Then Jdawg is Jdawg.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, they were trying to figure out Robert where the Robert should go
If you're
here.
moving it, isn't the 6 the only
I mean,
one to move
I
it
think
now?
at this point, Carter is like fully
No, I would've
committed
moved it from
to
9, I
going
would've
for
moved it
Army,
to
right?
4.
Like you can't
Like,
give up now
We
after you're
still don't
4
know what
nights
the other
deep.
dev is, right?
So you just got to block Andrew.
No,
Yeah,
you're 100%
like,
the hit.
If
Like-
if Jdawg wins, he wins. But like your chances to winning now, you gotta
It's
get
also
Army.
points too. Like this is the 6-week season, so like
Well, that too, yeah. There's also
he has many
points.
points. 6 is not really good in like this type of setting where like we have 24 high quality players.
Well, yeah,
So-
especially after the first game went 10-9-9-9.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
didn't do the extend
So-
anyways. I'm
Yeah,
not, I'm
that was a
not
game that
willing
Drew
to
won
go
with 10-9-9-9.
I don't
So,
think so.
but
Yeah.
Because the 5's getting blocked and.
But-
So yeah, I agree with you. There's definitely a little bit more emphasis on defending
Yeah,
your
it's
win
just like-
cons here, as you
I'm
could
getting
see
bribed
from
here,
how
I think,
everyone
no
is
matter
playing,
what, so like
I mean, you're the only one
compared
cards
to
get
maybe
cards
some
stolen,
other
so I don't think it makes sense.
competitions where
you might
points
think
might
about
matter a little
yourself
bit
here.
less.
But all right,
Yeah.
Carter buys a
It's
dev here.
useless for me
It's the
now.
5 here. It's the 5.
It's always the 8 brick.
It's not. I need no. He has the.
I have a brick
Need
for
the
you.
8.
I can
Yeah,
have
so
you
look, it's still gonna be a tough race for both of them, but like both Carter and Andrew draining a lot of resources to keep this army
Carter.
battle going, it gives Drew a chance. So at least,
Yeah,
if
but
anything, just get more points.
I already
right?
have
I
sheep.
think
So,
I don't need
like, granted,
6 monopolize your
it
own
does
number?
depend if
Andrew, if it's
where the
if
dev
it's
deck
5
lies
gold,
here,
you have
but
it,
like
for sure.
if these two keep
I mean,
dive to the dev deck, I think Drew and Jdawg are quickly gonna be probably building points here. I think Jdawg's actually trying to prioritize getting
So
that
now I don't
that
get any wood.
2 cities here.
Fine.
Look at those 8s though. That's
Yeah.
big for Drew.
yeah, yeah, exactly what you said, right? Jdawg's gonna slowly city up. Drew's gonna slowly build out more settlements. It's gonna be a closer game than we
Drew,
think because
think so.
there's pressure on Army.
Can I help?
Yeah.
I need either an or.
Because right now, like both Andrew and Carter are kind of like their hands are tied, right?
Oh,
They
I
they
got a
can't do
question
anything
now.
but by devs.
Yeah.
Did anyone in here like teach me how to play Catan, bro?
Yeah, cool. Maybe later.
Ban.
I think
Ban.
Get 'em
Big
outta
Red was
here.
trying to get another dev here, but with 9 card, that is
We're in a tournament,
Big-
everybody. You got
big
it.
Oh.
big order to ask here.
Yeah, I think he has a
I
he has a tough hand right now.
It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to have them pop. Like you're
No.
gonna pop.
can give you
But yeah, like you said, I think holding 9 cards,
I have wheat.
I'd
You
do
have
that
sheep.
with
people are not inclined to
Yeah,
trade.
I think we've also
See
got
here.
like if you
But-
have
Also trade you brick.
Oh my god, that's a really inefficient,
you guys are so kind.
really inefficient port.
Right? Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Big Red Swimmer, yeah.
But if people are not willing to trade, are you gonna not pull? Right? You still gotta pull. So
I think though, like
Yeah.
right?
Carter, I'm thinking
if he
about
pulled a
making
VP
a
though,
match
then like
with
his clock is like
because if he has
there
it
though.
properly, then I'm cooked.
Like
Yeah.
I can lock it with this.
This trade is.
all right, I think this is the time we
Well, how
see
about
Drew
this
put
the
another
game's
point down
the
on the
trade,
board.
which you do owe me.
I feel like he's trying to get both a road
I can't
and
do
a
that, I
settle.
don't have wheat. I have
Yeah.
a lot of
Because-
wheat.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, like Jdawg,
No,
he could be
all the
two.
wheat I have is modded by Andrew, all
He could be like 2 free roads away from the win here.
Hey
So
man, it's not my fault. That was the only pile with.
Yeah,
two cards
I
in
think
it.
he could get both on this turn.
So I'm
see,
trying to
but
think.
let's listen to
Gotta
turn
tell
here.
I'm in dead last.
We
and
need
they
to
asked
burn the
me
wood,
2 to 1.
essentially, right? Let me see.
Yeah, Jdawg is the only one on 8 points.
Speak for yourself.
What?
No, you are actually the only one on 8 points, unless you have a mono, which is still
So-
going to be at least
Yeah.
one.
Carter, I'm trying to get the 10 roads here.
I can give you the brick, but giving the wood makes no sense for me
Why does it make no sense?
because I'm
It's also
Not
just built-in insurance,
we're
right?
close to doing anything. I mean, giving the wood makes it harder for me to pop for a dev. Or port for a dev, I mean.
What if you just built
Wow.
Yeah, I can trade
I
the brick.
don't have any wood, and my only wood is blocked. Like, I don't know why this is even still a conversation. It's gone.
I think Drew just
I'm just
opened
going.
himself up. I think Drew just opened him up 3 settlement spots, and he has his
So
path
that's
to
pretty
victory right in
interesting.
front.
Bro, Andrew, you're on 9.
I mean,
I'm not on 9. I have no.
Really?
I have
Really?
no.
no.
I have no VPs. I'm telling you, Jdawg, I have
He's
no
gotta have a
VPs.
mono. He's gotta have a mono. Do you have a night, Carter?
Yeah.
fret level here.
6 again.
Yeah, so he's trying to lower his fret level here. Bigredswimmer. You think that was a smart move though? To say
Guys,
that?
I'm calling it now.
I don't know. Probably not, honestly.
See.
I could hear you.
Okay. Yep, just mic issues here.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay, wait. I lied. I can't really hear you now.
Test. Okay. So they're pausing the game
Yeah,
here.
you're good. It looks like they paused the game.
Yep,
So
they paused the game.
you got some time to work on your mic since they paused.
Yeah, freaking there's something going on with this mic here. It's a pretty good mic too, so but yeah, so right now they pause the game here too. So let's talk about right now.
I think Andrew may have been trying a little bit too hard to deflect there.
Yeah, I think so too, because like he's trying to say VPs, but for one, that signals to the other players, unless Carter has 2 VPs, that the VPs are still in the deck. But also like what special, like 1 mile still out there. You can see on the board here, 1 Yop's also out there, so 2 road buildings are still out there, so
yeah, I don't know. I think maybe he was better off just not really talking about depths there.
So we'll see here, but they are.
Lucas, I don't think he's changing on purpose. It's just like mic malfunction. You have to reset it after a while.
Yeah. So
Hello.
There you are. There, I hear you. What the hell was that? It felt like the whole thing exploded.
Could you do it in VC1?
But yeah, I think
Does that work?
I think Andrew may have
Alright, let's
given
go
up
back, yeah.
like too much info there, if he's not lying.
So okay, so right now we're gonna take a real quick break. They're right now trying to figure out VC problems here, so we'll be right back.
Oh, okay, all right, we'll be back then.
I think he's got a mono.
All right,
because
we
why
are
would he
back
mono for
here.
3
So
wheat, right?
dealing with some VC
And
problems
then,
here, but I think they're
Because
back
the
on.
only
Let
reason
me.
I monoed, the only reason I monoed
We
is
get the
because
voice
Carter
chat
was gonna
back
take on me
here.
if I didn't get a knight. I'm
Okay,
telling you,
that's fair, that's fair.
Drew already guessed what I have, and he extended.
And
the
so-
point for me to hide it. I got a
So
road
now
to
they're
the knight.
discussing
I'm at 7
who has the
points. I am
VPs
not
here.
that
So
close,
like we
Carter.
talk
You
about
should
that
not be stealing
that
it.
here. So
Play your knight.
there are some
You should
important
play
decisions here.
your
Listen to
knight.
that.
Pretty good for you though.
The thing is, I
This
need
is true.
army though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
not
think you've
saying
lost
don't
Army
play your
then.
knight.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't play your knight. I'm saying you should be hitting Jdawg, not me.
Well, you probably now that he's popped, he might be on 9, right?
Yeah, I just got a knight. I just got another knight. So
Yeah, you absolutely have to hit Jdawg, Carter. There's like no question about it.
I don't think he does, but I mean, he can do what he wants
You-
to do.
You absolutely do.
I mean, who's helping me get a knight then? Are you helping
What
me
do you
get
need?
No,
do you
I'm
know-
not gonna. I'm not helping you get a knight. I have a knight, but
Yeah, I'll
Jdawg
trade you a
win.
wheat. I will trade you a wheat. Sure.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying, Carter. But you're probably
Is it a
gonna.
free wheat?
No, I mean it's. Oh, I'm getting robbed, so it's a wheat for any
Yeah,
card,
that's a
and
nice
then
situation
he's
in
just going to steal it
contentions.
anyways, right? But
Carter,
I mean,
I'm
Drew's
not
probably
nine.
on 7,
Rob,
right?
If you're giving me a free wheat,
What's that?
I can hit the 6 sheep if you're giving me a free wheat.
He's
Carter,
moving it, and he's going to rob
Carter,
me. So no,
you-
I need a card for it.
Carter, play your knight to get pacing, but you have to steal from Jdawg. He could be at 9
I
points.
need that.
Dude, this is just a bad play. This is just bad play, Carter. I thought you were better than that.
It's a fine play because you're playing
Wait,
a knight,
Carter,
robbing me.
Oh,
Only
you
way I
should talk
win
to
is
me.
by
You should
getting-
talk to me there. Should talk
He
to me.
has to
I had
get
extra weight.
knights.
You have extra wheat. Okay.
Well, I did. I'd rather you not trade Jay. But
No, Jdawg. If Jdawg is being honest when he says he has a knight,
Yes.
then you can't get army. Then you can't get army.
True.
Yes,
Carter?
he can.
Yeah, there's 14.
No, he can't.
There's 14 knights. Oh,
No,
no, he can't.
well, Andrew,
No,
so
he
if-
can't.
So
So,
Andrew, if the
Carter,
VPs
again,
are
I
out
don't-
there, you
I
gotta
don't know-
stop the VP pulls.
I hear ya. I hear ya. I just don't understand why Carter did that.
I understand.
Isn't it?
That's at least 2.
No. Drew,
You're on 7 with 2
there's
open
VPs
settles.
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
there's-
Yeah.
I'm
I have
hitting
no way. I
Jdawg.
have zero chance. I have
No.
zero chance to pull this here. Okay, you'll see.
Dev's here.
Well, I guess Jdawg's gonna flip a knight, right? That was the
Yep.
plan.
Let's see. And the 8 gets blocked. Four rolls here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The question is, who has the mono?
That was some interesting discussion, Donnie, about the Dev situation here. There.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. But I think Carter is not able to get an army, so he's in a pretty
Well,
tough spot.
look at Drew. He's a 7 on the board, but 8 possibly here, and that locks up army. I think for Bigredswimmer, correct? That's 11, 13. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that locks up army. So Carter is definitely basically how to get a
This
game at this
deck
point.
is hot.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah, if Andrew has a mono,
The
he
deck
can-
is hot, but like the probability of you pulling all the remaining VPs versus everyone else that's also pulling is not that great.
Yeah.
I actually think Drew has a good shot of winning this one. Surprisingly enough, the way that he does things in this situation was really good. I like how he opened up like 2 sell spots for himself.
I have one card.
And in the process, like secured road, right? So at this point, like
Ooh.
he likely gets to 9 before the end of the game.
But right now, but he's the one not getting blocked too. It's actually still Bigredswimmer. He gets a 6 sheep blocked here.
Right? Yeah.
Jdawg buys another death.
Yeah. Yeah, so the deck is hot at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna start buying, which is why I don't like Carter's chances.
No, because
As
he lost
for
army. Yeah.
Andrew, yeah. As for Andrew, yeah, he just has to deal with getting blocked. So I think it's still actually crazy enough between Jdawg and DandyDrew to me. Jdawg's still in there, but
So I guess the tip is fight for road. That gives you a better chance of winning points here. But
well, if the army competition goes to 6 knights versus 5 knights, right?
Yeah,
But the road competition gets locked at 10 roads. Like road is just cheaper.
yeah, and I think
Yeah,
Jdawg
especially since Dandy is not like building roads randomly, right? Like he's opening settle spots. So.
Jdawg does have the road expansion downward. Right? You just spend one extra road. And how many roads does he actually have left?
I should say that.
He has 6, 7.
guess the wood,
He has
if you
6
had mono,
roads
you'd
left,
probably just mono
right?
wood,
I believe. Yeah.
Because Drew's got 2, I've got
Yeah, so I guess Jdawg could theoretically
That'll
compete
be
for
a
road.
long ass way.
Is it worth it? I
It's
don't
a
know.
timing.
That's tough.
With
Yeah.
4 roads.
Right.
I've been having to play nice every time.
Maybe I would do it if I have one road builder. I would definitely do it if I have 2 road
Yeah.
builders. But if you don't have any road builders, I think you're just better off,
Yeah.
hoping for a VP getting the city up.
It's not
Yeah.
as close as
How many dev cards are left in the deck, actually? Thinking about it here, too. So there's
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just said I'm
one
not on 9.
I played here. 4 special devs.
'Cause all the knights are almost gone.
There's about 10.
So there's like bought out devs. There's like 8 bought out, and then we have.
I think there's 2 devs left in the deck, I think, here.
13.
Do you have a
There's like no. I think there's 4. There should be 4, right? Because eight devs bought out. Oh no, you're right. Because then also your
Monopoly and your
the
Plenty have
mono
been
have to
played,
play.
yeah.
So two. Yes, two. Two devs. left.
We're
You're right.
diving deep into the deck here,
We all
too.
have wood.
But
It's the brick here. Yeah.
It's not the brick.
Yeah.
It's the wood. I think it's the wood. We all.
So
have-
let's see.
all of
Oh,
us have
So
it's a mono discussion here. Let's listen in.
Oh, you have the
wood.
brick. Hits
I
me
just
and it hits
rolled
you.
wood.
Especially having the brick port, it makes it.
Carter just said he has most of the brick. It's
most
definitely not
That's
Carter.
not true. I have 2, and you at least have 4, maybe 6.
I
No,
have 4
no.
brick, so it's
Yeah.
the wood.
It's the wood.
I disagree, but
I hate this.
you need to make sure. Then you need to empty the deck because I
Okay.
think Jdawg just
All
wants.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna do this, and I need to buy dev.
Yeah, that hardly hit Jdawg. I think you got 1 or 2 cards out of his hand.
Yeah, you got 2 wood from me.
So
I mean, how many? Oh, you don't even have a
Oh,
3-to-1 port.
okay.
Jeez.
No. Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
so,
Does Carter, do you have sheep?
I just have brick.
Fuck.
man, vamos. I don't like this mono
you got
either.
this, dude. You got this.
I think I do need to buy a dev here.
I mean, you want to drop
Right.
2 roads instead?
Tough one.
I think I can drop 2 roads anyway. Like I did.
You already have brick.
Yeah.
I have a brick if you want. I want to drop 1 more road. Wait, what devs are left? We need to do some accounting here soon.
I think Carter just pulled the last night, which means he's
Yep.
got 1. So I think the VPs.
Yeah,
I think there's 1 VP left, which means I
right. You got 2.
should try to pull it now because it puts me on 8 points as opposed to
Welcome to,
Dandy and Drew.
not doing
Dandy
that
going to
mono.
9 and Jdawg winning. So I need a sheep, Carter, or I need 2 brick. Can you do 2 brick?
2 brick for
I
wood.
wouldn't go
think
as
it's
far as
helping
the
me.
biggest MLC blender today.
I would need more wood
but
than
also I
that.
have not.
I'm
really watched
4 to 1ing
games,
as well.
So hard to say.
Twice.
And you're
but
deving.
Yeah,
though.
that
Like, what
definitely
is
Yes,
it?
not
yes.
a fan of the wood mono.
Carter, I'm running out of time here.
You're not popping.
Okay. This is my hand. I have 5 wood and 2 sheep. So I need 1 sheep, or I need 1 ore or 1 wheat. Do you have any of
You
that,
do
Carter?
2 brick or
No. I used the brick because I was running out of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a wheat or an ore or a sheep. Do you have any of that?
no.
Drew, do you have any of that? Otherwise, Jdawg probably just wins.
No, I can give you brick for wood, but I don't know. I mean,
Do you have wheat, sheep, or ore? That's all I
I
need.
need, bro.
I have
I'll
wood. I have 12 seconds.
I don't. I'm not trading.
Okay.
Granted, I do think Jdawg potentially has.
Then when he pulls a VP, it's because you got greedy.
He says he doesn't have 2 VPs. I don't
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was kind of crazy. Yeah, timer also almost ran down. Andrew somehow modeled and built 2 roads.
2 roads.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Both monos, like you said, probably not the best monos here.
Yeah,
I mean, I can trade you brick.
I wasn't a big fan of either of the
I'll trade you
monos,
brick.
honestly, but it's probably a little hard to get a timely mono for Andrew on this board.
I'm
but-
not going to say what I have, but I'm not.
I don't know. It's,
What?
yeah.
Well, I think the big
I will
problem
give
is
you
that
brick to
like
extend if it makes you feel better.
it's like
can
you
keep
you
your-
have actually two players
Well, I'm
that
also
are
trying to
getting
figure out, can Andrew double
particularly close here. So
I
like
don't have a VP.
that's the thing. Is ooh. Well,
He's got
that's
the
what
road
Drew just said. He
builder, is
just
what
does not have a
I'm at
VP.
7 points.
So, does he have here?
9. Hold up. Yeah, I think you do need to extend because if he has a road builder,
3, 4, 5, 6.
There's
monoed all of the wood, right?
some discussion here, but
then he doesn't.
they're talking about extending road here, Donnie.
You guys are nuts.
Yeah. Okay, no, you're right. The 6.
I don't think it's
I'm
necessary,
happy to give you
but
brick if that's what you
if
need.
you know,
I am going to be
if
so
he wants to,
annoyed
go for
that
it.
this
Yeah, exactly.
block when
All right,
Drew
here, well-
pops, gets a VP and settles to win.
Now, I mean that's the thing though with the mono though. You have to defend against two players right now who are close with Drew and Jdawg. See what Jdawg can do here.
Carter, if you have a knight, you need to block Drew. Or
But I think if you're defending against
I am at 7 points.
Jdawg, wouldn't Brick Mono just be better?
You've also
See,
Last
is
time.
this win? No, it's not win.
Yeah, I don't know.
Block me.
You gotta hit the.
It's not win.
No,
It's not win. Okay.
It's not win yet. What are the
Just hit the
devs? I think that's
4-3 to
information
win.
for Carter here.
It's 4-3 to win for.
Yeah, so maybe Carter actually
Pops.
got a lot of
I think
good
that's
devs
I think
on.
the VP's the last card in the deck here, Donnie.
Yeah, I think the VP is the last one to deck.
I think
agree.
that's the last
So,
card.
yeah, Carter did get 6 knights and did not get on me.
That's
so,
crazy.
You know that sucks. Like there's no other word.
That
to describe
that
that.
doesn't.
Doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
still need it.
Oh, a 7 out from Andrew. Oh no.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, okay, another one. That
Okay.
just sucks.
Another one.
You still need to hit Drew again.
Man, I need to get my fork back.
Yeah,
So I
he
can
definitely is
feel
getting
it.
fourth here.
Jdawg has
Yeah.
0 cards. You need
And
to
he's
be
not gonna
going.
rob.
Yeah, back to back getting forked. Sixth night is so painful to see. But
Yeah.
at the
It
same
doesn't
time, we
matter.
all
That means you're
predicted it.
damn
I
close
think.
to winning still. I'm at 7 points.
And there's a big discussion here. Let's listen in.
I think the 9 is.
I mean, I think it's
Stop!
the 4 or the 4 sheep.
I think it's the 4
The
sheep.
4 sheep. 4
Oh
sheep.
my god, dude! I have no chance to win. 0 chance.
It doesn't
What do you
matter.
mean? Like he could still. he could
Jdawg
still
has 0
pop-
cards.
Yeah, 0
It's
cards.
not. It's not a solo block, dude.
It is
It's
a
just-
solo block, Drew.
It's just not. I need 2 points here.
It
Guys.
just is. You have cards. Jdawg doesn't.
You'll see. Yeah, I know. That's why he should hit the 9. Like it's just not a solo block.
Alright,
I understand.
No, he shouldn't steal from me. That makes no sense.
It's not about
You-
stealing from you. It's about blocking the guy that's on 9 with a down dev. Like,
Okay.
of course, it makes a ton of sense.
I go to 0 cards with this and can pop a dev.
We could have. We could have.
You didn't help me, Pop. I don't.
No, I think there's
I
2
mean,
devs
it's
left,
best for you to
right?
get
I think Carter and Andrew should give each other the last 2.
It's.
I also don't
Never
have.
solo him
I
again.
also don't have brick. It's 100.
If I hit
It-
something that helps you, I mean, I just didn't hit you. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You had better cards.
I don't
I'll
have
do
brick.
this.
Oh,
I'll do
wood.
this-
For this.
Oh,
I'll do this
wood.
for 2 cards. I'll do it
For
for
this.
2. But
Wait.
cards I
Hold
can't-
on. I give you sheep for
Chaos
brick.
is coming.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything, yeah.
That's fine.
and you got. I can't believe you got talked that hard. Nicely done, dude. Wait, can he take army? Or am I crazy?
No,
14
it's 14
played.
Okay.
So now you need to check with Carter and see if he got the
Yeah,
mono,
absolute chaos.
North monos-
Um,
North monos.
Big Red
that's
rolls
right,
a
that's
7
right.
again and
It's just a
moves it
road
off
builder
DandyDrew's
check.
4. I was a little surprised to see the 4 sheep get
a
blocked
road
there.
builder left?
I think Jdawg is definitely in a better position, so that's a little weird, but yeah. Now the real question is, does Jdawg have 2 road builders? That's the real question.
Interesting.
That'll be funny.
Now, making all this all kind of funky.
So Carter has 3
Yep.
VPs, right?
There's Wonder Road Builders,
So
Donnie.
7, 8,
Bigredswimmer getting all the dev cards.
potentially.
All right, never mind. Big Red just
Yeah, Big
answered
Red.
my question.
He
Jdawg
did, yeah.
does not have 2 road builders.
What's your other dev then?
One.
I was just wondering because I was like that would be pretty sick
There's 2 VPs, right?
to see someone
gets all-
use
he
2
gets
road
all-
builders to end the
all
game.
the special
Yeah. So
So do I?
Yeah.
So now-
Carter. So
I
Carter.
mean, this,
is there a
that's
VP
not.
left
You
in
need
the deck?
VPs, and
I mean, the thing
I
for
was gonna
Andrew is
say.
he did buy the
Well, no,
most
no,
devs, so I'm
did,
not too surprised that he got army and a bunch of
then what
special
did-
devs.
what
But yes,
else
I think
does
at this
Jdawg have?
point, like this
No,
is
I
where
agree.
not game VPs kind of hurt, right? Like a lot of
Oh,
people
massive.
hate VPs,
That means
especially at
there's
the
a
beginning.
there's a
But
VP left.
yeah, Andrew, like
Yeah.
even with all these special devs, he's not finding himself any points,
Carter,
Yeah.
which is
Carter, because if
painful.
I mean, he,
so, then what?
he
Carter has
basically
three VPs.
used
Carter
both
saying he
models
has
to
3 VPs.
basically just buy one dev, I think, or build
Okay,
two
so
roads.
Carter, you have 3 VPs. Drew has.
Yeah, so he used the first mono to buy one dev, and then
I
he
have
used the
2.
second mono to build 2 roads
one left in
because he
deck.
has a road
Shout out
builder.
Yeah.
Jdawg.
But
What-
again,
What's the
I don't
idea?
think
Is
this
it a
road
Yop,
sneak is
or is it
happening.
a
Like Danny
road
Drew does not have a hard time defending
Yeah,
road.
Yop or a road builder.
No.
I mean,
And
it
no one's
likely
gonna
makes
know
it so
until they
that
pull it.
Jdawg wins instead of Danny Drew, but
Carter just said he's
Danny
got
Drew
3
could defend
points.
road for
That's why I
ages.
feel like the 4 ore is better, though, right? Don't you
Carter,
think?
if you don't-
And
if you
I've got the other.
actually don't have 3 points,
In terms
it
of
would be
block?
big
Yeah,
brain
blocks,
move,
because that's the ore resource.
and actually not big
Jdawg.
brain move because.
Well, no, but I think
I'm getting
you know
8 points.
Andrew is hopeful that he could sneak road.
Settle though, so
So-
he is trying to.
And you stole my wood and my
Right?
brick.
Yeah, he's trying
Yeah.
to sneak road for the win.
You have a
So
knight here.
in a way, you gotta
there's
block
no
Danny
knights.
Drew then, because
Yeah.
he is the road guy. But the problem is Danny Drew could easily,
He's got a
you know,
5 to
sacrifice
throw,
his
and he's
win
got either a
to get
Yop
the
or a
table
road
fee and
builder.
roads
He has no
if that's what
He
he
has
wants to
no
do.
settlement spots. He has no
But
settlement
right
spots.
now we're at the end game here
So,
too, where I don't think Jdawg
only
could win
ro-
here
there's
unless the
no
last
winning roll.
card is a
Well,
VP.
depends on the VP
Um,
situation, right?
If he has one,
They need a
settlement-
card to pull
Maximum of
that
one
last
VP,
VP,
what do you
so we'll
mean?
see.
Like,
Yeah,
But
maximum one
You can
VP.
get
Yeah,
that.
I don't
I'm
think
saying if
I
you
don't think
roll
Jdawg has it
one
now.
VP.
Huh?
no, he
Yeah.
just has
He
free
doesn't
wood.
have it now.
He just
but
has free
he
wood.
could get a
saying
pop.
Yeah.
That he has 3 VPs.
Yeah.
saying that.
What does Andrew win if he gets 2 roads or
So-
is it 3 roads?
No.
Oh, so I suppose he can't actually he
Well,
can't
you
even get a
extend,
pop. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any roll that
Alright.
gives him a pop.
Let's listen in here.
So
Game.
I'm on the 4. That's what I'm needing. Well, I'm just let me just think here.
I will give you a wood to extend. Yeah, you probably should.
Needs 3 roads.
I have a wood, if that's...
I also have wood.
There's no
I think you should extend.
What's he got an ore?
He's got an ore. So like,
But
but he monoed all the wood, right? So it could just be like 3-6 and he wins, or 3-3. He's got 3 rolls. There's the 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. I have to take a risk, right? Carter, you don't have a knight.
Wow.
Let's see. Does can
They
he
are-
risk road? Can he actually get
They
road
are
here?
taking-
You just need
risk.
a 9. Or a 4.
Well,
Or you need
yeah, I mean,
Nine,
I
four,
don't
no.
I don't know why they took that risk, man.
My hand got jacked multiple times when it got
Unnecessary.
before.
Oh, both of
We'll
them.
see here, but
I could not win.
but now here we're pretty close here. Where a freeze roll can Bigredswimmer get the 2 brick he needs?
I actually
You get-
think it's. I mean, it's Jdawg or Drew here.
But
If you don't have the
we'll
third
see here. This is
VP,
a 10th end of the game
I'll
here.
give
This
you-
is
I'll give you
Major
the
League Catan. This is week 2 table free action between 4 top Americans here. CarterSauce,
Yeah.
Jdawg, and DandyDrew.
I'll
It's
give
a
you
tight
one.
game. Here we're in the end game phase here. Can
Drew double
Can
settles to win.
Bigredswimmer sneak road here?
Give it to Andrew. There you go.
So
Give it
let's
to
see
Andrew.
here.
He's desperate for a wood.
No, because he takes
Desperate
road.
for
Yeah,
a
I mean,
wood.
he needs 2 roads, which is not the
brother.
easiest, but
Yeah.
it's possible.
And he got trade
Possible.
here.
No,
He
this is
didn't
not the
trade
win.
me.
This is not the win. This is not the win for me. My 8 being blocked, I can't. I'm just letting
I
you
was
know.
giving you a free wood.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I said I was going to give you a free wood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been better for sure. I don't know. This makes it more interesting.
You just can't give Andrew the trade. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. So now I have to extend so Andrew doesn't win. Like, I guess he can drop
You
one
just
road.
win on your turn, don't you?
I don't. Not with the 8 being blocked. Not at all. You'll see.
Son of a bitch.
I think it was 6 to win then, maybe, based on that.
Oh, he got a good
Yeah, I
roll.
should've
He
done
got
a free
11.
wood. I
I'm not
missed
sure if that's
Yeah.
Too much.
closing it.
No,
But
I don't have winning rolls.
How?
What do you mean how?
ba-
I have
based on how long he's taking, it might be
Yeah.
like a card off. But
Fudge.
He's definitely close, man.
You also
For a
have a
second,
chance.
when everyone's freaking out.
Meanwhile,
I thought I
Carter
misclicked
just sitting there
and
with 4
traded
down devs now.
Andrew
It'd be
or
funny.
something.
Yeah, I think that would have been game.
Yeah, it could have been.
I think Jdawg. Well, that means Jdawg has a year plenty, right, guys? So he just wins.
Carter's the only one who knows.
Carter, you need us to give some information here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a yop. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
then Jdawg just wins. So
Okay,
some-
well, I don't
could
think he
someone have
has
a
to
good
win
point
here,
here, then?
Donnie.
Bro, just
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
no.
He's taking too
First
long.
of all,
Yeah, he's
no,
just
second of
not.
all, no, I
There's no
still
point.
don't win.
Yeah. I mean, he did get a good roll. Like the 11 was
Yeah,
one of the
I can give
better
you-
rolls
I
for
can
him
give you
at this
something here,
point,
Drew.
right? But
we can't trade Drew.
I still don't think it was enough to close it out. Which now that I think about it, maybe it was worth taking that risk for
Does he pretty
DandyDrew.
much have it
Yeah,
guaranteed?
probably.
No, I do not.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right?
You didn't have to do this, Andrew. Didn't have to be this way.
7.
Oh, that's game, right?
No.
Wait, I'm kind of confused. Andrew built 2 roads.
No, I think Jdawg. I think Jdawg has
What's
it.
here?
Well, he
do
needs
not
to hit a
have it.
roll, I think, right?
Huh?
Yep.
It's like 10, 6, 9,
So-
2.
Am I, wait,
Andrew's hand here.
am
He
I
has 2 roads to win.
am I blind or he
You
missed
just
the
have
win
to
there?
extend. I tried to help you last turn, but now you have too many cards. You just got to do it yourself now.
What just happened?
Yeah, and I think with him doing that road,
He just missed. Yeah, I think he just missed a win there. Don't you think?
2 roads gives me 12.
Yeah,
10, 11.
unless there was some type of
2
deal.
roads gives me 12.
Was there
So
was there a
unless-
deal
unless
that
you can
Andrew
build
wouldn't
3
take road on
roads,
that turn?
He still has a brick, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear
You can
him.
drop roads on your own. I would-
Well, people are saying he doesn't have the last card, but
You
like
should get a
Oh, you're
point.
right.
if
You should get
he
a-
connects, isn't that
It's just a
11
free to win
roads?
for him.
Oh, I truly
1, 2,
think
3,
Jdawg
4,
just wins
5,
here
6,
anyway.
7,
The odds
8,
of him
9,
winning
10,
are so
11.
high.
It's
Yeah, but
6 is
if
the
he
win
connects
for
on the
Andrew.
5-3, that's 11 roads.
It actually is not. To
No,
be
but
100%
2 roads,
clear.
you just win, right?
That's true, but it's actually really funny that the 6 is not a win.
Yeah, but any combination with the 6 is.
Oh
Let me
my
count this again.
gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
He's
6,
looking for
7,
game.
8,
Yeah,
9.
That's what he's looking for.
Oh no,
That's
actually he
what
does.
he
He does need one more. He does need.
Oh, he
one
did
more.
need one more.
does need
Okay.
one more.
And
Do
I
one more.
know
He did need
knows
one more.
I
I,
don't.
Okay.
I just have to
No,
do the
no,
math
but-
again. Yeah. Okay. That's so interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I could go another orbit if.
Okay,
Sorry,
let's
guys.
See let's see
Andrew
what
doesn't hit
happens
a roll,
here.
So I think it's
The problem is Andrew has multiple rows here.
Does
Yeah, he
Jdawg
should-
have it here?
Yeah, but like, yeah, you just have an open settle. He
I mean,
needs to
Andrew
hit it
just 2
through.
roads. No, like double 6 wins.
Does Jdawg
6,
have
6
it?
3 wins. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about that dude. He's got 7 cards and he needs 2 roads.
I don't know
Well,
if the
I'm glad
eight is
Andrew
either.
didn't miss the win.
No, I
It's coordinated.
Well, he
So
could
we
also
have
just
eight-
win
eight with
depending on
eight
He
Four
could have
ways
connected,
for-
but I guess it doesn't
Depending on what
matter
he steals
since
for.
though.
what he's going for now, I guess, is he
Yeah,
connects on
yeah,
both
yes, it works.
ends and beats
Yeah,
out
he's
True.
got-
Have the
thought,
weak one.
yeah, I
right?
thought you missed the win
Let's
there.
go.
But
Yeah.
I guess
Oh
you did
yeah.
not.
Also, I have 6 wheats, so you absolutely could have stole from me.
Oh,
if you
dang,
would've-
really?
And he got it.
Yeah.
Jdawg's the winner.
I
He
knew
wins.
it.
Oh wow, Jdawg got it. All right, all right, all right.
10,
all
9,
right.
8, 8. He
Alright.
Let's
gets his
go.
first
Let's
win here.
Let's
First
go.
hit.
And
Yeah,
Donnie
that was a
gets
good
a
That was a
fantasy
good
win.
game.
You-
I needed
I
one.
got
You must be happy
Or
about it. You get the
we.
fancy points here. So
Where are
Yeah.
how many?
congrats to
cards?
Jdawg. He wins a game. It's a
Oh,
very
so I was guaranteed
very
to win.
crazy
It
game
didn't
there
matter
in
who
the
I
end,
were up
too,
from
but
because everyone
he
had
pulled
no
off the
lead
end there.
or-
Didn't
Oh damn.
he win con? Just get 9
That worked
points
out
and a VP
perfect.
there.
I got robbed. Got robbed.
By the way,
2
was the
times. I
last
robbed
year of
Carter
Plenty
a
never
bunch.
think
Yeah.
so, right?
So
We
the
beat each
last
other
year of
up.
Plenty and the
We did-
last.
we did
Oh
beat
no,
each other up.
year of Plenty was played.
Only the year of Plenty.
So only a roll
Yeah.
building.
I
I
think we
was
played a
not
pretty
played.
good game in the end.
No, no,
I
no. I
think
thought
it-
the
I think it was a
roll
very good
builder
game.
was.
My
I
start
think-
was
Carter.
so-
I
Honestly,
think
just
Carter had the
needed
roll
more
builder.
useful
So.
Carter
devs instead
had
of
the roll
fighting all
builder?
Yeah.
Like if I had
Did we
useful
miss
devs,
that?
I would have
I
stopped
think-
fighting armor.
No, he
but-
Carter
Oh,
has.
I
the,
think-
he didn't play
yeah,
it, but
one-
I think he has a roll
one-
builder.
One
He has a
VP
roll
in my
builder,
congrats to
and then
Jdawg.
who,
The fact that I didn't get
Go
any
ahead.
VPs is kind of nuts.
who had the year of Plenty?
I got 2 monos,
Uh,
and the only reason
Both,
I
Jdawg, both of your
played
plays.
that mono
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it was
okay.
because
That's why.
I
That's
lose
why.
armor
Yeah,
if I
that would
don't.
make sense. Because I'm like, why are there 2
And it was
unplayed
either
devs when
mono
there's only
sheep
6
or mono
devs left
wheat,
with
and
that
just
deck?
frankly,
All right, let's
yeah.
listen to
That
VC.
makes sense.
more wheat out there. That was just
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate that I
You
had Lose
Should
two?
lose army there?
I do. I do. I think I do. Yeah, because you were tied with me. I think.
What was the dev you got?
I got knight.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
After you said it was a road builder left in the deck, Carter, me sitting with the yop, knowing that you said that, I'm like, okay, if I hit any roll, I'm yopping to win. Because how else would you have known it's a road builder, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was clever. I guess for Drew and Andrew, obviously they couldn't have known.
I was one card off of connecting.
Oh, dang.
I was so damn close.
It was close, yeah. Which is also another issue, like for me. Like obviously if I didn't have any road comp, I probably could have closed it out, but I did.
Yeah. The thing is, you had 9, and also BT dubs. Don't you try that nonsense with me. You were absolutely the hit every single one of those times.
I don't. No. Not look. After he stole my break, he broke my winning chance, and I think it's fair to move it after that fact.
I know you think it's fair. It's not, but I understand where you're coming from.
Oh, you were a card off. Not to mention,
no, I was a card. I had 7 points. Jdawg had 0 cards. It was.
I totally understand the fear
all day. It was you all day, Drew. It was you all day, and
not the second Rob. Not the second Rob. I disagree with that.
Absolutely the second Rob.
No,
absolutely.
The thing was he's 7, so it was
had 0 cards. Though. Is that what we're talking about?
You had Jdawg had 0 cards. Jdawg was
it's not Andrew for sure.
It's not me. It's 100% not me. It's so Drew. There's logically no one but you.
The only tricky part was that blocking the 4 does hurt Jdawg. So I did consider that just because of the 4. That's not good.
Well, I think if you know Jdawg, like if you deduce that he has a yop, and you break my winning chances, like he actually has pretty good chances, like a 9.
Yeah, that was before he popped though.
Yeah, exactly. Here's
he
the
didn't
argument.
Know I had the yop.
Here's the argument though, Drew. You're saying it breaks my winning chances that turn. It's not it's not just about that turn. The game.
Andrew, I needed 2 points there when he was on 9. Is what I'm saying with the down dove.
Yeah, but he had 0 points. He had 0 cards.
Yeah.
Correct. But I mean, like, if you guys are going to worry that I'm going back to back 4 and 3, like, come on. Like, it's more likely he's going to hit the rolls he needs than me. That's why I said when he broke my winning roll chances, it's like I couldn't win no matter what. But it's fine. It was a close game. I'm just saying. I think the solo was a little bit. I don't think that was necessarily.
No, Drew, you won't admit how close you were unless you win the game. You were the hit both times. It's ridiculous, and I think you need to acknowledge that and stop trying to convince people that you weren't the hit, because we all saw you were the hit and you got hit. That's the end of the game. That's the end of the deal.
Sure.
It's just the lack of
not an argument about it. I'm just stating my side to it. That's all. It was a close game. It was a great game.
Hey guys, mind if I jump in here real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Come on in.
Well, congrats, Jdawg. You got your first game here, first win in Major League Catan. How do you feel?
Not the doubt. Feels pretty good. I was getting a little fatigued at the end, not gonna lie, because of the pause and everything. But it was a good game.
I mean, granted, too, you just came from a doctor visit too, so.
I did. Yes, I did. I got a mid-game tea delivery as well, so I was sipping on that.
Yeah, that's that. But you got the energy you need to win that game here. So.
Dang, that's what I'm talking about.
So let's talk about your sub here. So, it's kind of interesting how the board kind of played out, because me and Donnie, we were talking about the stream, how like the 9 wheat was kind of like the feature spot here, but you decided to go with a little more like kind of balance with 10A4 but high production. So what was the thought process behind like your picks?
I lost you, Vamos.
What was the thought process behind your picks?
Oh, well, I think we should start from the top.
Oh, sorry,
Mr. White Claw Law. Is he still in here?
Yeah, no, I'm here. So I saw 6-9-11 and I saw something 8-4-3 or 8-4-11. And I think in first, the wheat is this. I saw that someone being able to play a dev card game was definitely doable, and I saw outs either on the 6-4-2 or the 5-3. So I thought 6-9-11 was pretty safe. It was really hard to get anything good, because if I take 8-4-11 in the middle, I can't guarantee I get the good wood, and that was my only that was my thought. The only way to guarantee I get good wood was to take the good wood from the beginning. So I figured I don't need to be on the brick.
No, quick question for Andrew. Did you consider the 295 at all, or you didn't look that way at all?
Not in first. I didn't consider it in first. Just because I saw the sheep port, and I also saw if in some world the 6910 or some kind of brick is open, possibly the brick port. But I just saw the sheep port, and if I didn't get ore, then I could get just more sheep. So
got it. Okay. All right, and then we got DandyDrew next.
Howdy. What's up, guys? Yeah, so the awesome game. Huge props to Jdawg. Good Florida buddy Catan. So happy to see that. Yeah, as far as 8-4-3 for me, it's just a flexible pick in second. I really didn't think second was that great for this board. I'd say it's probably one of the more challenging spots because it's like third and fourth can kind of pair something. First can always go 5-3, and they have options there. It's not so easy for me. But after Carter went 8-5, it definitely opened up the board where I could kind of take advantage of some of the space. So I kind of went with the 8-11-2. It's not great, but it's not bad. You know, it's like ideally I should be able to kind of pace off the board a bit. But then, of course, the 8 was getting slammed early, which absolutely eviscerated my early game. But stayed in it, got the VP I needed, kept building, got the city trade, and somehow I got the 9. So kind of worked out.
Yeah, and I think before the dice rolls, I actually liked your setup the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I thought you had a very clear objective on your game.
The advantage for Road is there, but the production wasn't there for me, and that was definitely my biggest Achilles heel.
Mm-hmm.
But we did a good job bouncing, I think, overall.
So let's go back to Jdawg here. So, but we talked about early game here with Drew. You did get eviscerated with the 8 constant getting blocked here too. But with Jdawg, like you got the brick port pretty easily.
Lost him, Vamos.
I lost Vamos.
Sorry. So you got the brick port pretty easily and got your city up pretty easily. So did you feel like this was going to be kind of like a really smooth way to getting to 10, or do you think like it was going to be kind of a grindy game that we saw just now?
No, of course. Unless by some miracle I got 6-4, I knew I was in for a grind. I think that Carter and I's trade city for city early was like so awesome for both of us. I'm super glad we can make it work. But yeah, I mean, it was not. It didn't place out exactly how I thought it would. But I liked locking the 8 brick from everybody. And I figured I would either get 295, which I loved, or 8-10-11. But I think I probably should have pointed left on the 8-4-10. I think that was a mistake, pointing right.
Now, Jdawg, would you actually prefer getting the 6-4 and foregoing the 9 brick port, the 9 wheat brick port, or you like going the 9 wheat brick port over the 6-4? Like, if you had to choose only one of the 2 spots, which would you prefer?
I just knew that 6-4, like, Andrew would be doing everything he could to get the 6-4, and so it's like it's just not even worth it unless I hit it early 7 and rob a sheep. Like, that's what I was thinking. I knew I wasn't going to get a sheep trade, so unless I robbed a sheep, you may as well forget about it. So I needed to get rid of a road, didn't want to waste one, so I dropped it to the brick port, and then I could never get that sheep. So it was, I counted it good as gone.
Got it. Yeah, and then it was really interesting to see you build the roads back to the 6-9 later in the game and kind of like get a little bit of network that way and get some settles in. So
yeah, I mean, I had nowhere else really to go. Yeah. There was discussion of, I think Carter mentioned, hey, you should take the sheep port, but it's just so bad for me. And I figured like the 6-9's decent, as well as I was eyeing the wheat port, long term. So yeah, it worked out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Oh, one last question for you, Jdawg. Did you think like this was kind of like your path of winning, like no win cons, like get VPs, or did you think like you could find a way to sneak away in there?
I thought road was potential. I'm not going to say great potential, but then once the 5 started getting blocked a lot, which I mean, it's a great block coordinated for Carter, my only wood. Then I realized, road is not really an option. But after I pulled the first VP, it's like, okay, I mean, that's all I really need. I just need some 9s, 8s, 10s. I was on, almost every good number, come time for the end. So I like my chances in the mid to late game.
Well, at least you convert your chances to a win in your first Major League Catan. So congratulations, Jdawg, for getting your first win. Any final thoughts before we wrap up here?
Yeah, I want to know Carter's thoughts.
Yeah, we gotta
8, 5, 6, 10, 12, 10.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right, Carter, you got the mic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I felt like if I did the 9-5-2, 9-6-10 play, which was decent, I just don't get the 3-1 there. So I just felt like this would be nice to open up the ore spot and the 3-1, guaranteed there, kind of. So, and I like the out of getting the 5-3 potentially. It kind of sucked that Andrew decided to take 5-3, but yeah, it was tough. I didn't really want to get into a army race, but I just kept pulling so many knights at the beginning that I was almost forced into it. If I had like any other dev, like a Yop, Road Builder, even Mono early or anything like that, like I think I switch and just try to build to 10 there. So unfortunate for Andrew there too, almost. But yeah, I mean, potentially maybe I'd try to drop the roads to the 9-6 instead of deving there too. But
yes, getting 6 night cards and not getting army is a bit harsh there, I'll say. So
yeah.
But I guess someone had to do the hard work of contesting army, right? So.
And I guess go ahead. And I guess for Bigredswimmer, you were 1 card off from connecting, getting road.
Yep.
Just like what, 1 more wheat or just
1 wood, 1 brick, anything.
Yeah, when that 11 wheat rolled, we actually thought you had it, but also Vamos and I were not paying that close attention, and we thought you had it with 2 roads. Turns out you need 3, so that's on us.
No, I did only need 2 roads, or I needed 3. Yeah, I needed 3. I had a wood, 2 brick, 6 wheat, and an ore. So, 1 more wood, 1 more brick, 2 sheep. So 1 card off of the connect there.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And I had that road building for so long, and the really unfortunate thing for that game, like really unfortunate, was that Carter kept buying knights, so I was never able to use it because I was going to settle on that 3-1 port forever ago, and if I have that 3-1 port, then I can buy devs easier. I can do so many other things easier, but Carter just kept putting the dang pressure on, and it ended up killing us both.
Yeah.
There was 1 turn where it was on my 6, where he had 1 knight played, and I had 3 knights played, and he almost didn't play it. That would have been my turn, but then he played the knight, so kind of.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting thing we talked about. Like, do you need to reveal dev information here? But I guess that's critical for Carter putting the pressure on. So,
I mean, I think potentially we could have made some like non-block for non-block deals or something. Thinking back on it, but it's also tough because we do need to secure the devs. So,
yeah.
And you
also another. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, just for a long time they thought my dev was a VP, and I kept saying I didn't have any VPs.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah. Yep.
You were right.
All right.
I think if you don't put it on the 5, though, I maybe don't move it for a turn.
Yeah. I think I hit the 5 probably 2 or 3 times as much as I hit the 8. I maybe should have hit the 8 a couple more times. The thing, if you look at the resource stats, it just goes to show. And Drew played this game really, really, really well. I know he and I sounded like we got heated there at the end, and I overstepped, and I apologize. I apologize, but the reason I say this And the reason I get heated is because I've played. Number one, you're one of the best players at it, but you're very good at downplaying a situation. If you look at the activity stats and the resource stats, you got robbed 4 times, and they were at the end. 3 of them were at the end, and you had 72 income. So like you got second with 9, and were very, very close because you weren't getting hit, and that's just the power of like being in a position that looks underwhelming.
Well,
And
Well,
at one point I was at 2 points and you guys were at 5, right?
yeah, exactly.
Like,
I know it's
yeah.
pretty crazy. I'm just saying it's crazy, and I called it pretty early in the game. I was like, Drew's not going to get robbed for an hour and 10 minutes and come back and win, and you were very close to doing it.
But Andrew, I think it's more a residual of how hard you and Carter compete for Army, while
Yeah.
Drew had a setup that was very well meant for road. Like if you look at it,
Yeah.
you got a settlement every 2 spots. That's like ideal road game, right?
Yeah, and it was. I am actually shocked, and I don't really know how it happened that I was 1 card off of taking road this game.
Yeah.
We had a great setup. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think after you go 5-3 to 6-4, like that's a huge spot for you, right?
Yeah, and
It's an 8-point spot,
it
double
was
org.
really, it was really, I was really sitting there for a long time thinking about it, because I knew if I take 6-4, there's no shot, or 6-4-2, then I'm just calling it in the middle there. And if I take 5-3 on the port, then I don't beat Jdawg. So I knew that I was going to have an early advantage with either or wheat trades, and kind of what had to happen.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
It was a great game. Everybody had a chance to win the end, but Jdawg is the one that pulls out the end. So congrats to Jdawg for your first win in Major League
Thank you.
Catan.
Yep.
And thank you guys for the game. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for streaming.
All
No
right,
problem,
later, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Later,
GG's.
guys.
See ya.
Game, Jdawg.
Let's leave the voice chat here. Well, that was a hectic game in terms of in terms of stream stuff, but also a hectic game in terms of that game that we just watched here. Lots of trades. Drew almost making a crazy comeback here, but it was Jdawg with the production getting the win there. So can you hear me, Donnie?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yep, there we go. Hi, Donnie. Yeah, like I said,
You wrapped up. Yeah.
So it's like I mentioned here too, crazy game in terms of how we fought Carter, Jdawg was gonna run away, but then Bigredswimmer came back with the army, couldn't pull any VPs, but it was Jdawg who got there at the end.
Yeah, I think out of all the players, so Carter definitely had a tough setup. And I was going to say this in the chat, but I guess because I didn't get a chance, I'll say it to all the viewers. But actually, I think there was a little bit of a counterintuitive play that Carter should have done early on when he sold the 8-5. I think he actually builds the road the other way to the 8-10. Like, that looks very greedy. But I think the thing is, like, DandyDrew wants to maintain a road network, right? So, like, he probably doesn't want to screw up his road network to divert into the 8-10. You probably actually have a higher chance of getting a settle on there than the 5 because of how locked out Jdawg is of spots. So it's very interesting because the 8-10 also helps him out more, gives him coordinated 10s and just better feel for the wood put as well. But he chose the lesser spot, hoping that would be less of a battle, but it ended up being more of a battle. So I think like stuff like that kind of made him so that he didn't really have settle spots left, and he had no choice but to dev, right? So it was like kind of inevitable that he would end up deving really, really hard, and if he got a lot of knights, then you fight army, which nerfs Andrew's game and kind of tips in a favor of like Drew and Jdawg. So I think like Andrew was saying that like he felt like Drew did really well going under the radar, but I'm actually not sure about that. I think he actually did have a tough game, and it's only just because of how efficient his road game was that he got to 9.
It was efficient, but it was he got 2 blocks there in the end too. When we thought Jdawg was closer too, where Swimmer was closer, and he was 1 card off too. But in the end, Jdawg doesn't need road, doesn't need army, just needs 9 points and a VP to pull off the end too. So
Jdawg was correct that he needed a VP to win, right?
I think
so.
I think all the players need.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's crazy how much like if Bigredswimmer got VP. I mean, a lot different path to get to 10 points. So, but
That's true. Yeah.
But what a crazy game! That's like our first stream for Catan Chance. Hopefully, we will stream more of these major Catan games. Like I said, this is a $1,200 prize pool, $1,200 prize pool we have here. So we got 24 players here. We just started off in week 2, but we got some entertaining games going on. So we have streams here at Catan Champs. David George Live has also been streaming. Flying China Man. We have Hugh. Also, who's recently got into the Catan scene, he streams as well. So we got a lot of coverage for you guys. So guys, keep following about our Major League Catan on YouTube, Twitch, and also check out the Catan Champs Discord too. So guys, please check those out too. But yeah, any final thoughts from that game, Donnie, before we wrap up here?
I gotta ask this question: did we go under the 2-hour mark? Let's take a look.
Let's actually go back to the game screen. Well, we had a pause, but we were under 2 hours. Yes.
We were under 2 hours, yeah. With the pause, it felt like it was like right on.
Like
but
150-ish, because they paused for a while too. So I don't know if Catan takes account of pausing, during the time, but yeah, it was under 2 hours.
I don't think so. I don't think they take into account pausing.
No, they don't. So, but
okay.
But anyways,
so I was right.
We're under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that's good to hear. I mean, like I said, but I think we got 2 hours of high quality and entertaining action. I'll say that.
We did, yeah. That was really good. Good game all around.
It was a good game all around. So. But I just want to say thank you guys. We got about like 40 viewers, Donnie, so during the stream. So
pretty good, yeah.
We had a lot of viewers. So guys, thank you so much for watching too. Like I said, this is our first time trying to do this for you guys. So it's like I said, we'll work out the kinks for the stream. But like guys, we appreciate you guys so much for watching and tuning in for Major League Catan. So guys, thank you so much. So and I think let's wrap up here. So but guys, we're gonna wrap it here for Vamos Carlos 719 and Donnie. Thank you guys so much for watching here. We're gonna wrap it up. Bye guys.
Bye guys. Thank you.